back out here again, you know, to do the work of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. All right, but before we get started, we're going to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai Ba'Shem Rakak Wadash. Double honors to our elders and apostles of Great Millstone. All right, and as I said, we're out here to preach and prophesy the word of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai another week. Okay, and today I'm going to go into World War III. All right, because you know Ukraine is in the process of joining NATO. All right, and that could easily spark World War III. All right, which World War III is written in the Holy Bible. Okay, it's known as Armageddon. All right, so as a matter of fact, could you get that? I think it's in Joel 3. All right, we're gonna get that because World War III is already prophesied, as well as World War I and II. Okay, World War I and II already happened, but that was prophesied in the Bible. So World War III is the war to end all wars. All right. So you could go ahead and get that.
This is Joel chapter 3 and verse 1. For behold, in those days, in that time, when I shall bring again the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem, verse 2.
Which is when Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, when he sends his son back to save us. That's what it means to bring again our captivity. All right, pretty much to like reverse it. Okay, and that's the times that we're living in right now. You're seeing it right now. Okay, us coming out here with these garments on, all right, with the 12 tribe sign, telling you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, you are the chosen people. You're the Israelites. All right, you're seeing that right now. Okay, continue.
Let me see. Joel chapter 3 and verse 2. I will also gather all nations and will bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat and will plead with them there for my people and for my heritage Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations and parted my land.
Right, and the Lord is doing that right now, man. He's gathering all these different nations over there in the valley of Jehoshaphat, all right, which is Yahweh Shaphat in the Hebrew, which means the Lord's judgment, okay? Because the Lord's getting ready to bring, you know, the ultimate war, and it's going, you know, it's going to be so that all these other nations get judged, and that they all, you know, pretty much destroy each other, okay? And that's also how America's going to be destroyed, because all those different nations, they got nuclear capabilities, and that's how America's going to be destroyed, all right?
I got a precept right there. Come. Isaiah 34 and 1. Come near, you nations, to hear, and hearken, you people. Let the earth hear, and all that is therein, the world, and all things that come forth of it.
Right, and the Lord is doing that through his prophets. Okay, that because we're the mouthpiece of the Heavenly Father. That's what he's saying. Come, all you nations, to hear. All right, we're putting this up on live right now. All right, it's going out on the internet, right, as well as all the other men, beginning with our apostles, you know, throughout the four corners of the earth. That's how the Lord is telling you people what the hell is about to happen, man.
Right.
Okay, what was that it?
Verse 2. That's the point of verse 2. For the indignation of the Lord is upon all nations, and his fury upon all their armies. He have utterly destroyed them. He have delivered them to the slaughter.
Right, so the Lord is going to bring his indignations, all right, on the armies of all you other nations, all right, beginning with you so-called white people, okay, so-called Indian, all right, Chinese, right, you know, all you other nations, you Hamites, you Africans, all right, the Lord's bringing his righteous anger on all your armies, all right, and he's going to, you know, take down all your kingdoms, okay? That's why, matter of fact, could you get real quick Daniel 7 and 9? Okay, that's why, you know, well, the brother's gonna bring it out, but that's what Yahweh Shai is coming back to do, all right, to knock down all you other nations, all right.
This is Daniel 7 and 9. I beheld till the thrones were cast down, and the Ancient of Days did sit, whose garment was white as snow, and the hair of his head like the pure wool. His throne.
So the first part said, I beheld till the thrones were cast down. A throne represents rulership or power. Okay, so when the thrones are cast down, that's, you know, pretty much when Yahweh Shai comes back and destroys all their armies and you know, takes down all their kingdoms. Because like I said, that's what Yahweh Shai is coming back to do. Okay, and also to save his elect. All right, because that's what his name means. His name means he delivers. All right, Yahweh Shai delivers. So he's coming back to deliver his elect and also to take down all you other nations. All right, and destroy America.
Right.
Okay, so read that from the top, Shai.
Daniel 7:9. I beheld the thrones were cast down, and the Ancient of Days did sit.
Which the Ancient of Days is speaking about the Heavenly Father, who the world calls God.
Right.
Read on.
Continuing on, it says, I beheld till the thrones were cast down, and the Ancient of Days did sit, whose garment was white as snow, and the hair of his head like the pure wool.
Right, and that's a cut to Christianity, how they try to say that God doesn't look like anything.
That's a cut to this crap right here.
That's a cut to that too,
This
a major
damn
cut.
homosexual right here.
Yep, because the Heavenly Father is the so-called black man. It said the hair of his head like the pure wool. All right, which shows you that the Heavenly Father, not only does he have an appearance, okay, he has a spiritual body, but he also looks like a so-called black man. Okay,
Right.
so that's, as the brother said, that's a major cut to that demon right there, which has been pushed on the planet Earth for hundreds of years.
Right.
Okay.
It says Daniel 7:9, and the hair of his head like the pure wool. His throne was like the fiery flame, and his wheels as burning fire. It says in the scriptures that the Lord is a consuming fire. I believe in Hebrews the 12th chapter. So, you get your head out of this, you'll consider what the Lord looks like, and you'll consider the fear of the Lord. This ain't when you believe that this is your God, you can do anything. You can be a homosexual, and that's why the Lord is coming to destroy these nations for their philosophies, man.
Yeah, that's not Philippians 4:13.
Yeah, you can't do all things from this sodomite right here. So we got
Right, that devil's going into slavery. As well as their whole nation, because they're the Edomites. All right, that's what you people are going to understand real soon, man. That these so-called white people, you're the Edomites. All right, and we're the Israelites, so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right, that's good and evil. All right. What else?
Let's finish on Daniel 7, but you want to go back to that Joel?
Yeah. Well, that's pretty much it on Daniel.
I got one for you. This is Revelation 11. I think it's verse 14. Revelation 11 and
Yeah, no, right?
Revelation 11 and 14. The second woe is past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly.
Right, and the word woe goes into destruction or war. All right, so that's how you know it's talking about, World War II and World War III, because it said the second woe is past, behold, the third woe cometh quickly. All right, which shows you, man, that the Bible is the most powerful book in the world, because this is the only book that prophesied all world wars before they even happened.
Right.
Thousands of years before they happened.
Yeah.
So this shows you this is the most powerful book in the world. Okay? But the point of that scripture is the third woe cometh quickly, man. We're in that time. All right? Matter of fact, could you get Habakkuk, the 2nd chapter?
Gotcha.
Yeah, because that was written in 96 AD to 100 AD when John the Revelator was on the island of Patmos. So that's like, 2,000 years ago. So, the scriptures talk about the word being faithful and true, how none shall want her mate. That's not talking about vultures, Sakari. That's talking about this word, all right? That's faithful and true. It's going to tell you things that's going to happen before it happens.
From the top?
Yeah, I guess from the top.
Okay. It's the book of Habakkuk, 2nd chapter, first verse. I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower, and will watch to see what he will say unto me, and what I shall answer when I am reproved.
That's our job, man. That's what Yahweh Shem Yahushua put us on this planet Earth to do, okay? He didn't put us here to for anything else but to do what we're doing right now, okay? And we believe that. All right, like it says in Jeremiah, before he formed us, he knew us. All right, he set us up as prophets. We're standing on our watch right now. Read on.
That's right. And the Lord Yahweh answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it.
Right, and in the ancient world, the prophets, that they actually had to, write everything down that we're reading. And these times, the Lord put the Spirit on us to break down what was written. All right, we're not in the time of writing down anymore. Right now, we're breaking down what was written, because we're living in the times of those prophecies. All right, read on.
For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie.
Right, and that appointed time, again, is the time we're living in right now. All right, and it's speaking. meaning it's clearly happening before your very eyes. All right.
That's right.
Again, Ukraine is working on joining NATO. All right, so that's pretty big news. Okay, because like Elder Apostle Tahar, he did that video that could easily spark off World War III. Of course, they had to push that MOTB first, though. Right. All right, read that again.
For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry.
Right, so even though it kind of feels like, sometimes in this flesh, it feels like, damn, like, man, it's taking forever. Like, you know what I'm saying? When you first hear this word, when you first, the Lord brings you to this word and you understand it, it's like you want the Lord to come back immediately. All right, but, and then you find out that he's not going to come back immediately because he's on his own time. All right, that's what it means. Though it tarry, wait for it, man. We got to wait. It's like a waiting game. That's the patience. Okay, it shall surely come. All right, was that in on that?
That's it.
Kind of. So you can go back to Joel 2.
All right, Joel chapter. You want to go to chapter 2 or chapter 3?
Oh, Salaki, chapter 3.
All right, this is Joel chapter 3 and verse 2. Excuse me. It says, "I will also gather all nations and will bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat, and will plead with them there for my people and for my heritage Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations and parted my land."
That's what all these other nations have done. All right, when you read Psalms 83, okay, and the word plead, that means to judge. All right, that when he said I will plead for them there, all right, so the Lord's going to judge all these nations for their wickedness. Okay,
yeah, and that's a cut to one body. All right, those knuckleheads down there in Dallas, Texas, talking about slave ships. It clearly, we're gonna go to the next verse 3, and they have cast lots for my people, and have sold and have given a boy for a harlot, and sold a girl for wine that they may drink.
And that goes into what happened to our people in slavery. Okay, they sold a boy for wine. That's literally what happened. The Hamites, the actual Africans, they sold our people, to the so-called white man. The Africans and the Arabs. All right, we can't forget about you sand niggas. All right, y'all had a part in that too. All right, you Africans and Arabs, you sold the so-called Negroes to the white man.
Yeah, what's that, sub-Saharan slave trade?
Right. Yeah.
People only talk about the Atlantic, but we went up from the west side of Africa through the Sahara Desert too. Right. That was a terrible travel as well.
Yeah,
that's right.
It's almost like the Trail of Tears almost, but like the opposite.
Yeah, people tend to forget too. Even though I'm not trying to downplay Judah, Benjamin, and Levi's, they had the worst slavery. I don't care what nobody said. But from Simeon all down to Issachar, they were really the first ones to have the sub-Atlantic slave trade, because that's when Christopher Columbus, came and did his thing in the West Indies and so on and so forth, and then took them over to flaunt them in Spain.
Right.
So really the first ones to do that slave trade was the Northern Kingdom, and then the Southern Kingdom got it real bad.
Yeah.
And also with the sub-Saharan, the reason there's not very many of us still there is because they would castrate the majority of the males that came through that sub-Saharan slave trade. So it was brutal.
It was brutal, man.
It was brutal.
All because we went off.
Yeah.
But we owe it. See, that's the thing about taking accountability. We always circle back why this happened. We went through. Yes, y'all went through that. We went through that because we didn't listen to the Lord. So there's always repercussions for that.
No.
And that was our consequence for not listening to the Lord. All the way Deuteronomy 28, and then 1 Samuel, all of that, man. You got it, come on.
I'm gonna get a precept to what you just said.
Oh yeah, you got it. Yeah, come on.
Because the brother's on point, man. We didn't just go through that, for no reason. The Christian church, they will never tell you like why did we go into slavery. They don't give you the answers, but Yahweh Bashim Yahshai gave us the answers. This is why we went into slavery. This is why all this evil happened to us. All right.
right, this is Baruch chapter 2,
Exactly.
and verse 30. Baruch 2 and 30. For I knew that they would not hear me, because it is a stiff-necked people, but in the land of their captivities they shall remember themselves.
Right, and like I said, what the scripture said it, this is what you're viewing right now. You're looking at that. We're remembering ourselves in the land of our captivity, which is America. Okay? That's not the one I wanted though. I think it's in Baruch
It's
4.
4 and 6. I got it.
Oh, you can bring it out.
All right. It's book Baruch, chapter 4, verse 6. You were sold to the nations, not for your destruction, but because you moved the Most High to wrath. You were delivered unto the enemies.
Right, that's why we were sold unto the nations, okay? Because we moved the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, all right, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, to wrath, okay? Essentially, we pissed the Heavenly Father off because we kept on disobeying Him, all right? And, nothing has changed, man. Our people are still disobeying the Heavenly Father, okay? The only difference is a remnant is going to be saved, all right? A remnant is going to stand up for righteousness, which is what you're seeing right now, okay?
That's right. Just a little more on that. Verse 7. For you provoked him that made you, by sacrificing unto devils and not to the Most High. You have forgotten the everlasting power that brought you up, and you have grieved Jerusalem that nourished you.
Right.
Or nursed you.
Because our people, man, they don't even, consider the Heavenly Father. They don't even think about the Heavenly Father. Okay, they go to the so-called white man, for everything they need, which is a part of the curses. But they forgot the Heavenly Father. All right, our people don't consider, that they're doing evil. They go, like the sign. You can bring it out again. They go to Daddy Esau. That's who our people, go to. All right, especially the especially the Northern Kingdom.
Yeah, every time you see something that's tragic on the news, here go these Hispanics and Native Americans lighting up them Jesus and Mary candles, man.
Right. Praying to all them idols. But that's the reason why, the Lord brought the devil against our people. And that's the spirit, because we was talking about that in the chat yesterday, how the Lord brought, you said Hernando Cortez.
Hernando Cortez.
Yeah, Christopher Columbus. The Lord brought those devils over here to do all that evil, because our people were wicked as hell. All right, they were sacrificing each other, doing all type of wickedness. Yeah. But that's why the Lord brought our people down, man. He didn't just do that for no reason. All right.
Yeah. Like and you actually see it in that movie Apocalypto.
Oh yeah.
Those mass sacrifices, just body after body, just ripping their hearts out, bleeding our people out. And these are your own people.
Yeah.
And so the Lord had to bring the conqueror over.
Right. That movie's spiritual, because they showed but before the white man came over there, like they showed the eclipse.
Yeah.
And that was like the sign, because the Lord, He'll show you signs before He brings judgment, and that's what He's doing right now. Okay. But elders have been doing videos about them eclipse, how it forms an alap over America. It forms a Hebrew character, So the Lord shows you signs before He brings judgment, man. Okay, He's showing the signs through sending crickets.
Oh yeah, you said it showed like an eye symbol.
Yeah, the eye.
Yeah.
I know you said a lot, which is kind of spiritual too, because those are the things that we when you read, we sacrifice. Or those are one of the a lot is cattle.
Yeah.
Some you sacrifice or you slaughter.
Oh, that's spiritual. Man. What that shows you right there, man, that the Lord is about to, sacrifice America.
Yeah, because it said what? There's gonna be a sacrifice in Basra.
Kind. Matter of fact, you could get that. I think it's Isaiah 63. America's about to be the biggest burnt offering ever.
Yeah.
200 million nuclear missiles,
That's
man.
right, bro.
It's Isaiah 34, and it'd be memorial.
Yep.
Memorial forever and ever.
And Isaiah 34 speak about the missiles,
Kind.
the mushroom clouds.
I got it.
kind of bring it up.
This is Isaiah 63:1. Who is that coming from Edom with dyed garments from Basra? This that is glorious in his apparel, traveling in his greatness of his strength. I that speak in righteousness, mightily to save.
Right, so it says, who is this that coming from Edom with dyed garments from Basra? That's speaking about our Lord Yahweh Shai, okay? Because he's gonna be doing so much killing. Matter of fact, could you get Isaiah 66?
Yes.
Isaiah 66 and 15. Because our Lord, man, when he comes back, he's gonna be doing so much killing that, you know, symbolically it's as if his whole garment is like dyed in blood. That's what it's talking about. Read it again.
Isaiah 63:1. Who is this that cometh from Edom with dyed garments from Basra? This that is glorious in his apparel, traveling in the greatness of his strength. I speak in righteousness, mightily to save.
That's how you know it's talking about Yahweh Shai. He's mighty to save. His name means he delivers, he saves. All right? So he's going to come back, you know, to you know, I'll just say it straight up. He's going to come up back to fuck you devils up, man.
That's right.
All right? To mess up your military, to destroy your military, to destroy your kingdom, okay? And to save his elect.
That's right.
All right?
That's all right.
You got it.
Revelation 1:7. Behold, he cometh with clouds, and every eye shall see him,
Chariots.
Yep.
and they also which pierce him, and all kindreds of the earth shall wail because of him, even so Amen.
Right, every eye's gonna see him, man, because his ship is gonna be that big.
That's right.
Okay, and as well, he's gonna come with the angels, and they have their own ships.
Right.
So there's gonna be chariots all over, man. You're gonna see, anytime you look up, you're gonna see a chariot. All right,
That's right.
very soon, man. We're gonna see this very soon.
They said those that pierced him
Yep.
going into that reincarnation, those assholes they gonna be standing up like alive when the Lord
Yeah.
come back. He's gonna get that vengeance on their ass.
Gone.
Fucking devils.
Whoever they are, they're alive right now.
Yeah.
They're Edomites.
Yep.
Yep.
And they're going to go through all the plagues and all the hell that's coming onto the earth,
Yep.
all the way up until the end. And the Lord is going to,
Personally squash their ass.
yeah, he's going to get it.
Shit, they're probably gonna be one of the ones in the fighter jets. They're
Yeah.
probably gonna be one of those devils.
It just doesn't matter because even if they already done passed along, and this time everyone's gonna be raised up again to get their judgment. You see motherfuckers who die, or like a Rothschild or something. We waiting on Jimmy Carter's ass to kick the fucking bucket. His motherfucking ass gonna come right back too to get judged.
Yep.
You know, you got to slap it, brother.
Con.
You want Jeremiah?
Oh yeah, you can bring that out now.
That's
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 66 and 15.
No, I said Isaiah.
Oh, Isaiah, Slakia. It says Jeremiah at the top, but it says, "For behold, the Lord Yahweh will come with fire, and with his chariots like a whirlwind, to render his anger with fury, and his rebuke with flames of fire. For by fire and by his sword will the Lord Yahweh plead with all flesh, and the slain of the Lord shall be many."
So that's how the Lord is coming back, man, with his chariots like a flame of fire, and his chariots are you know, the ships, so-called UFOs. That's how he's coming back.
That's right.
Okay, and he said he's coming back to you know, what did I say to
Start back at the top.
Yeah,
break
start at
down
the
the
top.
whirlwind, break down everything.
Con.
Verse 15, "For behold, the Lord Yahweh will come with fire."
Right, fire. Hey, the missiles and the laser beams from the chariots. Okay, because they show you that perfect description. They show you that in movies like War of the Worlds. Okay, Hollywood didn't come up with that. All right, Hollywood didn't come up with the concept of UFOs shooting laser beams.
I'm gonna get a 2nd Ezra 13 for you to explain that.
Con.
That, you know, you gotta get this, you know, explain the scripts.
Con.
Start back at the top on that script.
"For behold, the Lord will come with fire."
I got you. And you can break it down too. 2nd Ezra 13 and 10 says, "But only I saw that he sent out of his mouth, as it had been a blast of fire, out of his lips a flaming breath, and out of his tongue he cast out sparks and tempests."
Right, and that's not talking about his actual mouth. It's talking about his ship. You know, when he comes back, it's gonna open up. They show you that in They show you that in Independence Day.
Yep.
Yeah.
That scene where the lady was on the rooftop and you know they're thinking that they're gonna be saved and shit. And right when the mouth opens up, man, like the scripture said, a blast of fire came out. That's how Yahweh Shah is coming back.
It says, verse 11, 2 Ezra 13 and 11, and they were all mixed together, the blast of fire, the flaming breath, and the great tempest, and fell with violence upon the multitude, which was prepared to fight, and burnt them up every one, so that upon a sudden of an innumerable multitude, nothing was to be perceived, but only dust and smell of smoke. When I saw this, I was afraid.
Right, so that's all the armies that they're gonna try to, you know, send all their little fighter jets, you know, whatever type of aircraft they have, you know, to fight against Yahweh Shah and the angels, man. The Lord's gonna take all of them out in one blow. In one blow, he's gonna knock out all their you know, air force.
Yeah, if I could say, in 1985, Ronald Reagan addressed the United Nations, and he talked about a possible threat to humanity. And basically, he was saying that all these countries would have to stop fighting each other and fight a force that was outside, you know, outside of the realm of Earth.
Right.
That's talking about, you know, the chariots, man.
2 Ezra 13.
That's why they created a space force.
I was gonna say that. That's why hey man, the shit Esau does backs the scriptures.
Yeah.
Keep going.
The reason why, because this devil, he's bound by prophecy. He can't break prophecy. This devil can't do something against, you know, the will of the Heavenly Father.
Yeah, Warren Buffett.
Right.
Yeah. Prove it. That shit is so funny. Shut your cracker ass up.
Right. I could end. What do you say? I could end world poverty.
In 5 minutes.
Then do it.
Prove it,
Exactly.
motherfucker.
Right.
Yeah.
Prove it.
But you're not, because you're an Edomite.
Right.
Too greedy.
That's too good of a. That's too much of a good nature.
Right.
All these crackers do, they want to be devils, man, and be
Right.
wicked.
Who needs that choice? The scriptures say, give me neither poverty nor riches. Who the fuck needs 5, 30, 100 trillion fucking dollars?
Right.
Who needs to have a fucking $1 million? You see what I'm saying? Give me neither poverty nor riches, but just like Paul said, let me be content. But let's keep going in there. I'll keep letting you break it down, brother.
Okay.
For behold, the Lord will come with fire and with his chariots.
All right. So now you know what that is. That's the laser beams and also, you know, the nuclear missiles, which we were already going into. All right. But and Lord willing, we're gonna go back into that. Read on.
Like a whirlwind, to render his anger with fury and his rebuke with flames of fire.
Let's get that whirlwind.
Right. Oh, you gonna get a preset?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, but just speak on the rest of it.
Right. The whirlwind is speaking about, you know, the chariots, how they're shaped. You know, they're shaped in a circular, you know, circular way. You know, like the depiction. Okay. And also, you know, the tractor beam. I don't know if you're gonna get it, but like when Elijah got taken up, it was like a whirlwind.
Yeah.
You know, I believe that's second Kings. All right.
Second chapter.
Second Kings, the second chapter. All right. So that's also what that whirlwind is going into.
And to prove that, the circular, the way the chariot, what is that, Ezekiel, the first chapter?
Oh,
First
yeah.
2 chapters,
Yeah.
right? It goes into how the chariots are circle within the circle.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah. The wheel within the
The
wheel.
wheel within the wheel. That's it. Yeah.
It also said in Zechariah, the 5th chapter,
Yep.
behold, I see a flying roll.
Flying roll. Yep.
Roll.
And also you can paint that the whirlwind just has it depicted in here as the destruction. You know? And then I got this for you, Isaiah 5 and 28. It says, whose arrows are sharp and all their bows bent, their horses' hooves shall be counted like flint, and their wheels like a whirlwind. You know, so it's like, yeah, you can paint the picture of them chariots as being a whirlwind, but also that whirlwind going to the destruction that they bring into.
Fire.
Yeah.
You know, like, you know, when you break down the nuclear destruction, I forgot who broke it down last week, but you have it'll hit.
Sonic
You
boom.
have that destroying wind,
Yep.
whirlwind. Then you have the fire that
Fire.
comes. You know, you got it, buddy.
Right.
You know, when the missile hits, creates that sonic boom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's basically an EMP blast,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So, you know, that's when, like, when we watch like certain movies or we watch how Esau does his experiments, the bomb will go off You'll see the explosion, but then you see the wave that comes after.
Yeah, like it knocks down the trees and
Yeah,
shit.
yep.
Did y'all
Just
see that?
whirlwind?
Fuck yeah. Did y'all see that video recently? I think it was in Syria or Beirut, and they were actually showing.
Oh,
They
it's
showed
in
a
Beirut.
Beirut, yeah.
Yeah.
They showed the blast, and you see the guy on the camera, and he's still watching it, and it just comes,
Yeah.
and then he gets knocked over.
Yeah.
And it was like seconds after the blast. It was,
That happened in like 2019.
yeah.
In Beirut, Lebanon. They claimed it was for fireworks.
Oh
Fucking
yeah, that
Yeah.
bullshit.
When you look at the infrared,
Lebanon. That's what it
you
was.
see the missile hit.
Right.
But Salaki, you got it, bro.
No, that's a great depiction of what the brother just brought out. You know, that whirlwind, because the nuclear missiles is the same thing, but like on the highest scale.
Yep.
You know, it hits and you see that wave,
Yep.
and it just knocks everything out the way, and then the fire comes right after it.
It's that destruction, that whirlwind. We bring it out all the time. Proverbs, the first chapter. When your destruction cometh as a whirlwind.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know?
Also say in Revelation 7, hold back the winds.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Holding back the
That
winds.
destroying wind, man.
Yep.
I got a precept.
See, that's how you know the scripts are like multifaceted. You know, they have deeper meanings. You just gotta. It's like an onion with the layers. You gotta scratch off cut off the layers to get the full understanding.
Right.
You
It's
know?
like all woven together.
Yep.
Yeah, it's Isaiah chapter 14 and verse 23. I will also make it a possession for the bitterns and pools of water.
You got another piece?
That's talking about America, which is Babylon the Great. It's going to be destroyed, as the brother was bringing out. Reading on, and it's going to be for all the desert creatures. It's going to be like a desert. Reading on, it says, and I will sweep it with the besom of destruction, saith the Lord Yahweh of hosts, of armies. So, you know, the besom of destruction, brothers are bringing out that nuclear destruction, man. And that wave, you know, this place got to be cleansed.
Kind of like they show you in Terminator, man.
Yep.
Yeah. Sarah Connor, she was on the gate, and then she just got, like, her whole skin just got knocked off her skeleton. Like, man, that's gonna be a reality very soon, man. All right. So I was just gonna say, so with that, I'm gonna step down and let the next brother, teach.
We pull up 2 Ezra 13. Keep going into that. And then Psalms 104 and 3. Water.
You need water? Nah, I'm good. The water though.
Shalom. So we're just going to continue with that topic of the chariots because as of this week, there's this article that came out about this representative in Tennessee, and he was talking about the chariots, or what he called UFOs or UAPs, or unidentified flying object, or unidentified aerial phenomena for UAP. But it's what we know as the chariots of the Most High, the chariots of Israel, and that is what's coming back. And but this representative, he's talking about what he called UAPs and how the American people and the people of the world need to be informed of what's out there and what's going on in all these documents that they have concealed and hidden up. Because he said he saw some videos of them performing, and they are so far advanced, or just more advanced than anything that humanity could do. He claimed it wasn't Russia because Russia already would have used it, which, yeah, they're Edomites. They would have used that technology a long time ago to take down Babylon, also known as America. And he was just saying it's just too much for the world to handle. when they do return, if they do. But we know that they are returning because it's written in the scriptures, it's in the prophecies. And those chariots are the chariots of the Lord. You get that Psalms for me?
Psalms 104 and verse 3. Who layeth the beams of his chambers in the waters.
And the water sometimes are referred to as the heavens.
Who maketh the clouds his chariot. Who walketh upon the wings of the wind.
So maketh the clouds his chariot. And so you hear clouds in the scriptures, and it's speaking of the chariots of Israel. Can you grab that 2 Kings?
Okay.
Baba Kashaw, 2 Kings chapter 2. I forget where it is, but yeah, you hear about the clouds in Revelation 1 and 7 was brought out. Behold, he cometh with clouds, and every eye shall see. These are the chariots. He's coming with not only his great mountain of a chariot, this basically what you saw in Independence Day, this where you can't see from one end to the next, but the angels are coming with clouds too. He's coming with a great armada, a great fleet to take over, to take over this world. He's the King of Kings, Lord of Lords. He's coming to conquer and put down all power, rule, and authority. And he's coming with his, he's coming in the greatness of his strength, just like it says in Isaiah 63. He's coming with a ton of these chariots, with these clouds, what people know as UFOs. Can you grab that for me?
This is the book of Second Kings, chapter 2, and verse 12. Well, I start at 11. It says, and it came to pass as they went on and talked that behold.
And the they, this is referring to Elijah and Elisha. And Elijah was about to get taken away. He's one of the only men who, in the scriptures, who didn't die. You could look at Enoch, you could look at Elijah. And then also Yahushua, he did die, but they in Acts, when he came back to teach the disciples, he was taken away again in the cloud. And this is similar, very similar imagery of Elijah being taken up in a cloud. I guess I'm going a little too far ahead, but you can get it.
It says, behold, there appeared a chariot of fire and horses of fire.
That chariot of fire, that's these UAPs, these UFOs. These are the chariots of Israel. These are these clouds that are spoken of in Psalms 104 we just had.
It says, and parted them both asunder, and Elijah went up by a whirlwind into heaven.
And this is, just think of Star Trek or any sci-fi movie where you see a tractor beam taking an individual up. Beam me up, Scotty.
Yep.
This is Elijah guy. He's getting beamed up. And this, what did it say again? Read it again.
It says, and parted them both asunder, and Elijah went up by a whirlwind into heaven.
Yeah. Went up with this whirlwind. We were just talking about that. And the whirlwind is the chariot, and he took him up, took him to the Heavenly Father, took him to heaven. Any more on that?
It's a little more, verse 12.
Yeah.
It says, and Elisha saw it, and he cried, my father, the chariot of Israel.
The chariot of Israel. He maketh the clouds his chariot. So these are these same clouds that you hear spoken of. And a chariot, when you go into the definition of it, it's just a vehicle.
Right.
And so these are vehicles moving in the air. This is how the angels get around, and this is how Yahushua is going to return. A little more on that?
Yeah, a little more. It says, and the horsemen thereof, and he saw him no more, and he took hold of his own clothes and rent them in two pieces.
Yeah, because his master got taken away. And he, I think even after that, he received Elijah's power as well. But we could, we're going to keep going with the chariot. So you got 2nd Esdras 13?
Start at the top.
Yeah.
This is 2nd Esdras 13 and 1. And it came to pass after 7 days, I dreamed a dream by night. And lo, there arose a wind from the sea, that it moved all the waves thereof. And I beheld, and lo, that man waxed strong with the thousands of heaven.
Yep. So who's that man? That is our Lord and Savior, Yahweh Shai, returning. The sea being the heavens is coming as it'll appear from outer space. And he's coming with this fleet of chariots and clouds. When you grab Revelation 1 and 7, Baba Kashaw. He's going to return in chariots, just as we've been speaking of, with clouds.
I don't know if you mentioned it, brother. Enoch was also.
Oh yeah, I just mentioned that actually. Tawada. You got that 1 and 7?
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 1 and verse 7. Behold, he cometh with clouds, and every eye shall see him, and they also which pierced him.
And so, as we were talking about, is the chariots. This is what the Lord is returning in. These calling them unidentified is just a lie. They've been identified throughout the scriptures.
Through history as well. Through history as well.
Yeah, con. Yeah, you even see these old pictures, and they'll show a chariot up there in the top corner, and there's that show Ancient Aliens going on for a while, and they were showing all these old imagery of the chariots or the clouds. They're not unidentified. They're spoken of, and we know what they are. And any other answer is just saying it. Really,
Even the elites of Esau know what they are.
they know what they are.
It's not what's the people of Planet X?
Yeah, Nibiru.
It's not vehicles of the Nibirians or whatever
Yeah.
you call them. Okay?
It's not Inky and I
None of
forget,
that.
Enlil.
Reptilians.
Yeah, it's not
reptilian.
reptilians. It's not shapeshifters. These are the angels. And you can put up arguments saying like they're demons or whatever, but the Most High deals with both sides. It's complete balance. And so yeah, they are coming to destroy your world. So you can think of them however you want to think of
They're
them.
bad unto you.
Yeah, it's not a blessing. Even Zechariah 5, it says this is the curse that goes.
Ooh, you gotta get that. You gotta get that. Bro. You gotta get that. Yeah.
I got a quick one right before that.
Yeah.
Continuing on Psalms 104 and 4, who maketh his angels spirits, his ministers a flaming fire.
Yes, and we just read in Isaiah 66:15, he's coming with fire or rebuke and flames of fire, and he's bringing his angels back to render this anger upon the world for all their misdeeds, for the controversy of Zion, for touching the apple of his eye. And that's what's coming. You got that?
Zechariah chapter 5 and 1. Then I turned and lifted up mine eyes and looked, and behold, a flying roll.
Yep. And we're just talking about it, a flying roll, just like the whirlwind going around and around, or the wheel within a wheel. He saw that. He saw a chariot. He saw what the world calls UFOs.
All right, they didn't have airplanes back then.
Yeah, none.
They didn't have drones.
That's right.
It's either a bird or or a chariot, and it's a chariot. But as birds flying, so shall be the salvation and deliverance of Israel.
It says, and behold, a flying roll. And he said unto me, what seest thou? And I answered, I see a flying roll. The length thereof is 20 cubits, and the breadth thereof 10 cubits.
And a cubit is 1.5 feet. So that's 30 feet by 15 feet. It's not the biggest chariot. It's nothing like what's spoken of in 2nd Esdras 13, that mountain that he couldn't make out. But nonetheless, it's a flying vehicle. It's a chariot. You got a little more?
Yeah, it says, then said he unto me,
Or a
this
1.5 feet could have been a different measurement
Yeah.
in the ancient world. The average foot today is about 12 inches. The average foot back then was 24 inches.
Yeah.
And what that's 1 foot. What if a 1.5 feet was actually 36 inches?
Yeah.
I'm just speculating.
Yeah, it could be. And yeah, our statures have been brought down. We're not as big as we were in the ancient world. So you're absolutely right.
I guess when you were saying it was a smaller chariot. I was like, it could have been, or it could have been, you know, different measurements. You know,
Could have been.
I'm pretty sure in the kingdom of heaven, you know, we're not going to deal with, you know, inches, centimeters,
Kilometers.
Metric system.
metric, yeah,
General.
cups of, you know, we sold, you know, we got a cup of flour, you know, it's gonna be a whole nother measurement. We're gonna have, I'm slacking, brother. I'm
No,
just,
you're good.
you know, we're gonna have infinite amount of slaves. You imagine what that tribute will be? We'll have another measurement for that. We're not gonna use Esau's metric ton measurement system to measure, you know, grain and wheat.
Yeah.
We're gonna be on a whole nother, we're gonna have a planet full of slaves bringing us stuff.
Yeah.
So just like you, isn't it?
No,
You
you
know,
good.
spiritual speculation.
I like that stuff. Continue on.
This is Zechariah 5:3. Then said he unto me, this is the curse that goeth forth over the face of the whole earth.
This is the curse. This is your end. This is your destruction. This is yeah. It's the end of your world, Esau. Esau's the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it to follow.
If I could say that, it actually kind of goes into that in Second Esdras.
Yeah.
We're probably going to get to it though.
Will you pull up Second Esdras 13? I think he's at, were you at 2 or 3?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I'm at 2.
Okay. Verse 2.
Well, I'm at 3. But yeah, verse 4
Yeah,
goes
yeah.
into what I just read.
Yeah.
The curse.
The while.
Book of Second Ezra, chapter 13 and verse 2. And I beheld, and lo, that man waxed strong with the thousands of heaven.
Yep, Yahushua returning with that armada of angels.
And when he turned his countenance to look, all the things trembled that were seen under him.
Because that's going to be that great and terrible fear from seeing these things which are coming onto the earth. It talks about how men are going to be holding their stomachs like they're pregnant women and stuff. Women in travail. They not going to be able to handle this. And in that article I was speaking of earlier, Esau is scared of this stuff. It's terrifying, honestly. Like something from another world is coming to take you out.
That's why he lies about it.
Yeah, yeah.
So fervent.
I'm not gonna say, man, like people think we're crazy because we speaking of stuff that's in the Bible. When it actually happens, then you're gonna see the reaction of these people totally change, man. It's like they had this World Star video maybe like 6-7 years ago, and it was a Jake that saw the chariots, and he was like, "We gotta call the police." That's gonna be Jake's reaction. We gotta call the white man to help us get out of it. The white man about to get dissolved by this.
That's right. Or even how Atazwan was talking about how they saw that trail of chariots and how he's with his family and they're all like, what is that? While he's sitting there praising it, or thanking the Lord for even allowing them to see that.
If I could say real quick, back in slavery, when we were in chains, there was a song called "Swing Low, Sweet Chariot." You know?
Yeah.
So it's not that far removed that we once knew what these UAPs, these UFOs, once were, man.
Yeah.
We called them.
And even in that song you mentioned, they mentioned going back to the River Jordan.
Yeah.
Which is in, like the scripture say, was that Galatians, is the mother of us all.
Right.
Jerusalem is the mother of us all. So that's over there where the Jordan River is, man. So, you know, of course we were more in tune with our power further back in the past, but we get to point, you know what I'm saying? Like swing low, sweet. We knew what those things were. And we're just now coming back to knowing what it is now again.
Yeah, the water get help by Shimon Shai. Opening our eyes, letting us see this, because understanding and knowing what this is, it's going to keep us stable in those days. Otherwise, you know, like, probably have a heart attack if you see it.
Isaiah 32. Like
Yeah,
you said,
exactly.
Stable.
Yeah.
You know, wisdom and knowledge should be the stability of thy times.
And the strength of thy salvation. And these chariots are part of that salvation.
That's right.
It's coming to take us home. Coming forth to carry me home. You got some more of that?
Check.
Yeah.
Khan. This is Second Ezra, chapter 13 and verse 4. And whensoever the voice went out of his mouth, all they burned that heard his voice, like as the earth faileth when it feeleth the fire.
And this is the Lord shooting and blasting on these people. It's not his actual voice. This is destruction. This is his anger with fire and rebukes of flame and fury. When you go back to that curse, because this is talking about the curse on Esau.
Back in Zechariah 5 and verse 3, then said he unto me, this is the curse that goeth forth over the face of the whole earth. For everyone that stealeth shall be cut off as on this side according to it, and everyone that swerveth shall be cut off as on that side according to it.
And I think it's funny it says cursed, because the scriptures talk about how he has a people that are the people of his curse to judgment. And this is part of their curse. Besides, being the people that are in charge, that get brought down when the Lord returns, their curse are these chariots. And this is great fear that's falling on them because they're seeing it coming. They're seeing and they're understanding that they cannot win. This is it's too advanced for them. This is spiritual too. You can't take these ships down, these chariots down.
Right.
And it says, everyone that stealeth shall be cut off as on this side according to it. Everywhere you live, Esau, is stolen. Stolen land. Europe is stolen. America is stolen. Australia is stolen. South Africa is stolen. Everywhere you are is stolen. And it says, who is this that cometh from Edom? The Lord's coming to get you wherever you are, everywhere you dwell.
Yeah, it's like a nightmare.
It is.
It's a nightmare for Esau. No wonder he's lying so fervently about it.
Hey, but you can't wake up. It's gonna be. It says in Job how we're gonna wake up, or this is gonna be like a dream, all passed away, America. But for Esau, he's gonna be living through this, because you still have to. You're gonna get destroyed over here, destroyed around the world, but you still get reincarnated and brought back into a hardcore captivity. There's no such thing as hell. It's hell on earth, not this like place where you go and burn forever. You're gonna get brought back, and you're gonna get some severe beatings,
Right.
severe rebukes. And you got some more? Anyone, second Esdras or Zechariah.
I got something in Zechariah to paint the picture of how nasty and ugly these chariots are going to come back and burn up, folks. Zechariah 14 and 12.
Yeah.
It reads, and this shall be the plague wherewith the Lord Yahweh will smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem.
Hey, going back to Psalms 83. All you nations and 2/3 of Israel, y'all are gonna get some of this fire as well. And and speaking of, how did it say? Read the top again, Baba Kashaw.
Zechariah 14 and verse 12. And this shall be the plague wherewith the Lord Yahweh will smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem.
And he says plague there, but back in Zechariah 5, it says a curse. And this is part of it. And usually we go into this and we're speaking of the missiles coming. But the chariots are going to do the same thing. They're both coming with fire. The chariots are coming with fire. These missiles are going to deliver a lot of fire. It's going to be hot. Yeah, it's going to be hot.
To say the least.
Yeah. It's going to get hot.
Reading on, Zechariah 14 and verse 12. Their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet.
Just like that imagery in Terminator 2, Sarah Connor standing on that fence, but she's still standing and screaming, even though she's just a skeleton.
Right, getting disintegrated.
Yeah, and it's standing on their feet, their flesh. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and it makes me think of like that's still her spirit in her body, even though her body
Yeah.
pretty much consumed, bro.
Yeah.
Her spirit is aching, bro. You know, this is reading on. It says, "And their eyes shall consume away in their holes."
All the future plans they had, everything they thought they were gonna do, it's done. It's not a very bright future for them. Their eyes are consumed away in their holes.
And their tongue shall consume away in their mouth.
All that boo-boo chatter they've been talking. Done. Gone. You can't talk no more. Whose mouths must be stopped. And this is the stopping of those mouths.
Got a precept.
Yeah.
This is 2nd Ezra 16 and verse 11. Well, I start at 10. It says, "He shall cast lightnings, and who shall not fear? He shall thunder, and who shall not be afraid? The Lord shall threaten, and who shall not be utterly beaten to powder at his presence."
Ooh. You got it.
Right, so the Lord's going to beat these people to powder with those laser beams. All right? The Lord's literally going to disintegrate these people into ash piles. All right? like Thanos said off of Avengers, reduced to atoms. You people are going to be reduced to dust.
Yeah. And it even, it's going back to 2nd Ezra 13, which we started off of. It says, after he opened his mouth, he saw nothing but dust and smell of smoke.
Yep.
It's, I think around 12 or 13.
This is this is 2nd Ezra chapter 13 and verse 11. Salaki.
You should be right. 10 and 11.
10. Verse 10. But only I saw that he sent out of his mouth as it had been a blast of fire, and out of his lips a flaming breath.
Yeah.
And out of his tongue,
lasers coming out.
and out of his tongue he cast out sparks and tempests. Verse 11. And they were all mixed together, the blast of fire, the flaming breath, and the great tempest, and fell with violence upon the multitude which was prepared to fight, and burned them up every one.
And this is your Space Force. And if you don't know, the U.S. is not the only nation with a Space Force. China has a Space Force. I think France has a Space Force. There's a few other nations that have Space Forces. And all these Psalms 83 MFers, they're gonna join together. They're gonna be fighting each other in World War III, all against each other. And then they're gonna see the Lord return, and they're gonna come and they are gonna try to fight against the Lord. They're gonna try to fight the Lord to no avail. How can you? What are you even thinking? Why would you want to fight the Lord? He's gonna. He tells you what he's gonna do. Right. Read that again, Baba Kishah.
2nd Ezra chapter 13 and verse 11. And they were all mixed together, the blast of fire, the flaming breath, and the great tempest.
All mixed together, all blended up, because you're not gonna be able to tell one part from the other, because he's gonna smoke you guys. Like, what are you thinking? You're literally gonna fight the King of Kings, the Lord of Lords. You're gonna try to fight the Most Holy. Like, it doesn't make any sense. It makes no sense.
It makes no sense for you Israelites, you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, to join this man's Army, Air Force, Marine Corps, so to speak, because you're going to be fighting your Lord and Savior. A lot of you jakes going to go over there and get burnt to a crisp because you want to get a Hellcat, or you want to get an extra, you want to get college funds. Ain't going to be no college in that day, man.
Right.
Yeah. You're literally fighting the man who's coming to save you.
Yeah,
It makes no sense.
Scriptures speak about the college you should be going to.
Yep.
Learn to be.
It's just not gonna make any sense for you. You're gonna get blended up, like you said. They're all mixed together. Yes, indeed.
Continuing on in 2nd Ezra 13 and verse 11. And fell with violence upon the multitude which was prepared to fight, and burned them up every one, so that upon a sudden of an innumerable multitude nothing was to be perceived, but only dust and smell of smoke. When I saw this, I was afraid.
Yeah, this is terrifying. It's terrifying to us. Why do you think we're out here? It's because we know that these things are in the scriptures, and we want salvation. We don't want any piece of any of that. Like, that is terrifying, and I understand why Esau is terrified and can't tell the truth about the scriptures, because this is his end, and it's a scary, scary end. You're the people of his curse to judgment. Come on. You want to read that again, showing the similarities in that dust?
I'm actually going to go to 9. I should have read
Yeah,
that first. 2 Ezra 16:9. It says, "A fire shall go forth from his wrath, and who is he that may quench it?"
Just like it said, he opened his voice, and this fire came out. This is that fire. It's just showing it, detailing it. Got it?
He shall cast lightnings, and who shall not fear? He shall thunder, and who shall not be afraid? The Lord shall threaten, and who shall not be utterly beaten to powder at his presence?
Yep. And that multitude is going to be beaten into powder, into dust. And it's funny because you think of old things like antiques and stuff, it's having dust. And that's your kingdom, Esau. It's old. It's out of here. It's an antique. It's a relic. It's of the past. Already. It's already written about. Therefore, it's here. Got some more for me? Back to Zechariah.
Yes, another verse.
Yeah.
Verse 12, "The earth quaketh, and the foundations thereof. The sea ariseth up with waves from the deep, and the waves are troubled. And the fishes thereof also before the Lord and before the glory of his power."
Yep. And he talks about in Revelation the sea being people, multitudes, and tongues. And these are, it's just showing imagery of the people and how terrified they're going to be, the state that's going to come upon them.
Right, even the fishes, that's really talking about people.
Yeah.
'Cause, you know, there's a scripture in Proverbs that says, the sons of men are like fish taken in an evil net.
Yeah. And it says we're fishers of men, and sending forth many fishers, and soon he's going to send forth many hunters. Because it calls people both fish, and it also calls them beasts of the beasts as well. And hunters hunt beasts.
I had something for you. Speaking on that Space Force that Esau is going to try to round up. This is Revelation chapter 12 and verse 7. "And there was war in heaven. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon, and the dragon fought and his angels."
Michael and his angels. This is the return. It's Yahushua coming back with Michael, the archangel, who's he's an angel of war. He gets brought out. It's over. He's like the
Big joker.
yeah. He's coming with Yahushua to bring this kingdom down, and he's spoken of again in Daniel chapter 12. Pull that up. And I'll step down after this.
Yeah, every time you read about Michael, it's about war.
It's about war. Yeah.
You read about Raphael, it's about prayer. You read about Uriel, it's about what? It's about revealing something. Each angel has its particular purpose.
And this time it's about war. And the Lord is a man of war. If you didn't know that, he's not all love. He's coming to bring this place down. You got it?
This is Daniel chapter 12 and verse 1. "And at that time Michael shall stand up, the great prince which standeth for the children of thy people. And there shall be a time of trouble such as never was, since there was a nation."
And this is Jacob's trouble, is speaking of, which we're very close to approaching. We're so close to it. We can see the MOTB is out. It's here. We know what it is, and they're speaking of it. And during this, once that's brought forth, World War III is already starting up. You see Ukraine being brought into NATO. As soon as Russia fires off a shot, that's war with NATO. That's World War III. got the MOTB, World War III, and we got, with that comes Jacob's trouble, this time of trouble that's never been before. Tougher than any time throughout history. Tougher than slavery, tougher than any of the world wars.
And if I could say real quick, I believe I just saw real quick in the chat, brother posted that Ukraine just became a part of NATO. Is that correct?
Or they're bringing them in. It still takes it's like a process, but
Just like the Brexit
yeah,
process. Finally, it finalized like last year or this year, didn't it?
yeah, and that had started like 6 years, 7?
Yeah, like 2015.
Yeah.
And the scriptures speak on how Gog and Magog basically draw in Babylon the Great to that great war into the valley of Yehoshaphat for judgment. The hooks.
Yeah.
Hooks in the jaws. I got a little more in Revelation 12 if you want to go.
Do some more on that.
Oh yeah.
Finishing it out, it says, there shall be a time of trouble such as never was since there was a nation, even to that same time. And at that time, thy people shall be delivered, every one that shall be found written in the book.
Yep. So we got to go through this last step, this time of trouble, this great violence. It says, and thus with violence shall that great city Babylon be cast down. Because it came in with great violence, it's got to go out with great violence. Every kingdom comes in with violence, and ours is going to be, it called it the greatest of violence, because this is the greatest of kingdoms. So it's got to come in with a bang.
Yeah.
And that's it. So, Lord willing, that was edifying. Gonna let the next brother speak. So, Shalom.
Come.
Yeah, beautiful brother. I'm gonna switch it up a little bit. Brother grabbed me 1 Corinthians 14 and 40, whole 1 Corinthians 12th chapter, and we'll roll from there. Because basically, man, being in the truth, you kind of forget that how beautiful, being in the spirit and being in one body, is. You forget that the world around you doesn't operate on the same principles as the men you're in the fight with, all right? In order to be, in order and having everything moving as a well-oiled machine, some things took place this week that kind of really made me realize, like, hey, man, the thing that we have as being a body is beautiful, man. Having everybody in sync, dancing to that same tune, of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. So we're gonna get into it because the church of Corinthians, the Apostle Paul, he went to speak to these churches because they had a lot of things going on that were completely and utterly out of order. So go ahead, give me that 14 and 40.
This is 1 Corinthians 14 and 40. Let all things be done decently and in order.
Let all things be done decently, dealing with decency, and in order. All right, that's two separate things. Can a brother give me the definition of the word decent or decency? All right, because if that scripture right there to the world, to the majority of the world, is like rocket science. They can't figure out how to do things decently and in order, man. All right, everything is self-willed, what they want to do, how they want to do it. No matter the authority, no matter the directive that is given, they go off of how they feel or what they want to do. And some events happened that really made me realize that man, this world is totally and completely fucking bugged out when it comes to following orders and being decent just to one another as human beings. All right, not even from a point of an authoritative figure to an underling, just man to man, human to human. People don't have no type of decorum, man, or decency for one another. All right. So, a brother got that word decency? Go ahead.
I got it.
You got it? Go ahead, bro.
All right, I got the word decent as an adjective from the online etymology. It's at the 1530s, proper to one's station or rank.
Also, proper to one's station or rank. So, with that being said, there's a hierarchy, all right, that starts from the top and it trickles down to the bottom. So you're supposed to know where you rank and do your duties according to where you fall into that ranking, all right? and anything over that or under that, you're out of order. All right, if you're not completely holding your office or the things that you're supposed to do, man. All right, you don't fit in. You don't fit into 1 Corinthians 14 and 40 of having everything being done decently and in order. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, bro.
It says decent is an adjective. It says proper to one's station or rank, also tasteful, proper with regard to modesty.
Yeah, tasteful. And what it says after that?
It says proper with regard to modesty or social standards.
Yeah, or modesty or social standards. So, giving an example, if you have someone that's above you in ranking, and you're giving an order, whether you agree with it or not, or you disagree, there's a proper way to verbalize how you feel about it. You know what I'm saying? You don't go to we don't go to the apostles and elders about something we may hear that they say, and you know, I don't fucking like the way you said that. You know, nah, it's a proper way. You know, brother. I really don't, you know, rock with the way you said it is. You know, can you give me some clarification? There's a way to handle certain things, man. But these people in the world, especially the black woman, you know, all you got to do is piss them off, and they don't care who you are. All right, it can be Yahweh Shai himself. All right, real talk. Yeah. It's women around here on the earth, man. They walk around. I don't give a fuck who it is. They say something out of order to me. I let them have it. You know, which is completely and utterly fucking distasteful. Right. All right, and not decent. There's some more on that definition.
Yeah, just some more on it. Just a little bit more. It says decent. It says becoming seemingly fitting, proper.
Yeah, seemingly and fitting and proper. All right, and even us, by being underlings of Yahweh Shem Shai, there's certain ways we should handle and carry ourselves, and our speech, no matter what, should be seasoned with salt. All right, no matter how we feel internally, there's a way things should come out, man, in order to stay in that order. All right, of being decent. All right. So reread 1 Corinthians 14 and 40 and grab the word order too. And we're going to go to, you got a precept?
I got a precept.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead, bro.
Yeah. Just to land back off what the officer was speaking of, and see, one reason too that men can get hasty and move out of order is because they're too quick to point the finger at someone else without even acknowledging their own offenses, and potential offenses. Real quick, this is Matthew 7. And I'm going to start at verse 3. This red letter. It says, and why beholdest thou the mote that is in thy brother's eye, but considerest not the beam that is in thine own eye? You see? So like I said, you know, one reason too to add on to what the officer is going into, that, you know, men could move out of order, you know, is being too overly concerned in another man's shortcomings anyway.
I just wanted to land back on the officer really quick. Hebrews 13 and 5, it says, let your conversation, we know that's conduct,
yes,
be without covetousness.
Right.
Which is without want.
Right. Perfect.
One more verse.
Go ahead, bro.
Matthew 7 and verse 4. It says, or who wilt thou say to thy brother, let me pull out the mote out of thine eye, and behold, a beam is in thine own eye? You see? To being overly concerned and trying to pick out, you know, certain faults and flaws in the flesh, because we're all men. None of us are perfect. Right. We're gonna all make mistakes.
Right.
You know, with certain things. But as far as the true doctrine of the word, it's one source, main source, pump it out at super high level. You gotta respect that.
That's right. Perfect. You got that word order?
Yeah, I'll read this scripture again.
Okay,
1 Corinthians 14 and 40.
Perfect.
Let all things be done decently and in order.
I want to say another thing too. The reason, speaking on men, because this thing is about men. You know, men are who the Lord is dealing with. You know, the women just gonna do what they do, and mostly because the men are out of fucking order.
Right.
All right, and they husbands and their significant others aren't checking their ass and putting them in order. So they go out into the world with this false sense of entitlement, to where you can't really say anything to them. But we're gonna talk about the men and holding them accountable, because the women are falling in line, man. If the men were to do what they were supposed to do, man. All right.
That word order from the online etymology again, it's a noun from the 1200s. It says body of persons living under a religious discipline.
Ooh. Reread that. I never looked that word up. Reread that.
Order, it says body of persons living.
A body of persons. All right, and we're holding 1 Corinthians where it speaks about the different members of the body of Yahweh Shai and how each one has a purpose. All right, and one stepping on the other's toes will throw everything out of whack. You know? Go ahead, bro.
Continuing on, it says body of persons living.
Yeah, hold on. Yeah, the ear trying to function as the nose. Nigga can't even smell. All right, the eyes trying to function as the hand. You don't even have an opposable thumb. You know what I'm saying? That shit is completely out of order, man.
Right.
Serve your purpose and maximize your office. All right, and everything will run smoothly. Go ahead, bro.
It says body of persons living under a religious discipline.
And discipline, a religious discipline. I remember the brother Kashakwala, he always brings out, I forgot which verse it is, but it speaks about religion, how we are in a religion.
That's the spirit we talked about. We're gonna be on the same page.
What's that?
James 1 and 26.
Yeah.
Brother grab James 1 and 26. Bob Kushak.
That's the spirit.
Pull the page out the brother book.
This is James 1 and verse 26.
Go ahead.
If any man among you seem to be religious, and bridleth not his tongue.
Yeah, not being able to control his tongue, being completely out of order.
Yes.
All right, because bridle is the thing that goes in the horse's mouth in order to steer him,
Right.
you know, in the direction in which you want him, which is control. It's a controlling mechanism. All right, so if a man's not able to control his mouth, being inside of a religion, which is the body of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, then he's always going to be out of order because he has no control or he has no kind of filter. All right, he'll say things out of season. All right, he'll usurp his authority. All right, try to be a lord over Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai's flock when it don't belong to him. Things of that nature. All right, not speaking to anybody in particular, but when you come into a camp, bro, and you start to worship Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, you start to realize, man, what we got is beautiful. No other people on the face of the earth operate the way we do, unless they're in a company with a CEO and they have a fucking employee handbook that tells you X, Y, and Z and how to do things. All right, but this is our so-called employee handbook. Everything in here tells us how to live our life, man. Things that are in order, things that are out of order, things that should be done, things that shouldn't be done, and it also has the consequences. Yeah, right. Yeah, man. A Bible for dummies, man. 101. All right. This has everything you need, and it also has the disciplinary actions in it too. All right. If you do get out of order, how you're supposed to be handled and taken care of. All right. So this is all we need, man, and it's beautiful. But speaking about the workplace, this is what got me on this topic, man. People, anything. We're speaking about the body right now, but a company can run like a well-oiled machine if everybody just buys into what's in the employee handbook and the instructions that are given. But you always have that one person, one or two people that want to do what the fuck they want to do, that throws the whole thing off, whole operation completely out of fucking order because of one or two people. All right, and those type of people you gotta fucking weed out. All right, because it becomes a cancer and it starts to spread amongst the whole body.
Can I ask you?
Go ahead, bro.
That word, I'm glad you brought out that word order, and you're going into religion, because the word religion simply means to fear the Most High.
Mm-hmm.
So we have a religion, and if everyone's in order under that religion, that means everybody around you fears the Most High. Therefore, they're gonna keep certain things and commandments and things of that nature.
That's completely right, brother. You still got that, James?
Yeah, I still got it.
Yeah.
This
Read
is,
a little bit more. Now.
James 1 and 26. It says, if any man among you seem to be religious and bridleth not his tongue, but deceiveth his own heart, this man's religion is vain.
Because that's all you're doing is deceiving your own self. All right. There are men that have high levels of discernment, man, that's around you. You people working these jobs, your managers and your superiors, bro, they have a level of discernment to know that you ain't gonna work out. You know, you just not gonna make it past the probationary period. And they see it coming in the door. All right? So don't think you're fooling nobody.
They always talk about culture and how they didn't fit in.
Yeah. You didn't fit into the culture. Yeah. You did. Yeah. You just there so they can go through the process. Because you know they can't just boot your ass out the door. All right? And that's the same thing with the body. Men will peep things, they'll see things. You know, they may try to correct you on it. You know, but it's up to you to get right and to get in order, man. Because eventually you're going to play yourself out the door. All right? So it's the same thing, man. But it's beautiful to have this. And then being in the camp, in the body so long, you forget that this ain't normal. The whole world don't operate like this. You know? There's motherfuckers that completely and utterly do what the hell they want to do, man. No matter what. All right? And the reason they do it is because, I love to bring out this scripture. Judgment against an evil work is not executed speedily. So it's in their hearts to continue to do fucking evil, man. All right? But the Lord is getting fed up with you people. All right? And all you jakes that are out of fucking order. You black women that are out of fucking order. The Lord is going to dead that shit, man. All right? Where we at?
James 1:27.
Go ahead.
It says, pure religion and undefiled before the Most High and the Father is this, to visit the fatherless and widows in their affliction and to keep himself unspotted from the world.
Yeah, you can drop that. That was the point.
Get 27.
Verse 27. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, that was 27. Yeah.
Can I get a precept real quick?
Go ahead, bro.
Slakia.
It's all good. While that brother grabbed that precept, man, it was just on my spirit, you know, and the Lord had me to where I stepped in today and spoke, you know, and I can bring it out. But Jake, man, you got to get in order, bro. That's the only way to come inside, cause it boils down to this. If you want to not be in order, just go do your own thing, bro. There's no way you can try to be a part of something and bring in your own rules and regulations. It don't fucking work like that. The house has been established for thousands of years, and here it is, you come in trying to reinvent the wheel, so to speak. You know, everything has been laid down, man. Go ahead, brother.
This is Proverbs 11:1. This is a false balance is an abomination to the Lord, but a just way is his delight. And I just want to use like the analogy of the body. Like if something's out of order in your body, you're not balanced.
Yes.
Yeah.
Perfect.
You're sick.
Yes. Yep. pH balance off. Your sugar levels is off. That shit cause all kind of havocs. All right. So anything imbalanced, bro, it's gonna cause a problem. It says a just weight, which is evenly weighed out, is a delight until Yahweh Shemi Awashai, man. Anything outside of that is cancerous, all right, and disgusting, all right. Go ahead, bro.
Because you mentioned it, 1 Corinthians 3:9. For we are laborers together with the Most High.
Yes.
We are the Most High's husbandry.
Yes.
Ye are the Most High's building. Verse 10, according to the grace of the Most High, which is given unto me as a wise master builder, I have laid the foundation, and another buildeth thereon.
Right. Yeah. Because if you dealing with construction, you don't have the electricians coming in trying to lay the foundation.
Right.
You don't have the sheetrock guys doing HVAC.
Right.
That's completely fucking out of order. Right. Your house is finna be fucking through.
Flopped off.
Go ahead, bro.
But let every man take, this is the point what you're bringing. Let every man take heed how he buildeth thereupon.
Ooh, let every man take heed how he builds thereupon. Come in and do your fucking job. You come in, you supposed to be doing sheetrock. You worried about the electrical wires. No, this is bro. We didn't hire you to do that shit.
Right.
Come in and lay the sheetrock. If the electricity is off, I'll call the electrician.
Right.
Please stop, cause you're throwing shit off, and you probably wrong as shit.
Right.
Just lay the sheetrock, nigga. You adding 2-3 weeks onto the project. Come on, bro. Yeah, beautiful, bro. Beautiful precept. Let's get that.
First 12.
Yes, sir. 12 and 12. You can start.
Start 12. Okay.
Yep.
This is 1 Corinthians chapter 12 and verse 12. It says, "For as the body is one and hath many members,
Yep.
and all the members of that one body, being many, are one body, so also is Hamashiach."
Yeah, and just taking it for what you see in front of you. All right, this is even camp. It's an operation. You got a guy holding post. You got a guy holding sign. You got a guy reading. You got a guy speaking. You got another guy reading. You got a guy on the camera. You got the captains holding post. You got the officer over here regulating and making sure everything flows how it should be. All right, that in itself, everybody doing their job, you know, makes it run like a well-oiled machine. If you got one guy supposed to be behind the camera, he behind, no, not even speaking. You got a guy holding the camera, all right, and a sign, and he can't swivel the fucking camera. Like, bro, come on, Kasha Quala speaking, get the camera over
Blocking
there.
the camera with the sign.
Yeah, nigga got the camera up there, the sign. He trying to multitask, bro. That's out of order, you know. You got a guy holding post. He supposed to be holding post. He fucking off, you know, not paying attention, and danger is ensuing. That throws everything off. All right. So keep reading, Yada.
Khan. Verse 13. "For by one Spirit are we all baptized into one body."
By one Spirit. That's the thing. These people in the world, it's the closest thing you'll see to what we have is probably a professional team where that's winning. All right, they're the winning champion. That's the difference. That's winning, because you got professional teams. Niggas is winning 2-3 games because they not in order. You got niggas trying to go against the what they call them old niggas, like Udonis Haslam and all the vets. Yeah, you got the rookies talking shit to the vets. That's why Jordan Poole got his ass knocked out. Yeah, right.
And got traded.
And got traded after getting your ass slept. You know, because you out of fucking order. You got the rookies and the sophomores trying to tell the vets that have been doing this shit for 20 plus years how it should be done. All right? But on these teams where you got the vet and all the younger guys are listening to them, soaking it up, you know, taking it in and developing, those type of programs, bro, are successful for a reason, because it's running like a well-oiled machine. You ain't got the third-year player trying to be the fucking GM.
Right.
All right? You ain't got the head coach trying to be the owner of the team. All right? Because it don't work like that. It throws everything off. All right? But these guys that are winning championships, all of that is in order, bro. All right? But when it comes to you everyday jakes and peons, you treat a job or some type of authority like it's contemptible. Like you can do whatever the hell you want to do and not render any kind of judgment on it. All right? Because the world and accountability, bro, are like, it's crazy. Accountability, people don't realize how important accountability is. All right? And then if you don't hold someone accountable, you leave yourself open for them to continue to do any fucking thing that they want to do. You know what I'm saying? So keep reading, bro. Hold on, before you continue. Anybody got a precept? Go ahead. You got one?
Pulled up accountability.
Accountability, bring it out.
From the Export Online,
Okay.
it's the state of being answerable. So,
Yeah, the state of being answerable. You can speak on it.
just be able to, you know, you did something, be accountable for it, answer up to it.
I like that word answerable.
Yeah.
It's extreme polar opposite of being disagreeable.
Yeah, and to be answerable is better than you ever ask somebody or call them in their shit and they looking at you like a deer in the headlight. Nigga, say something.
Yeah.
You like, give me an explanation for why you done it, and maybe I can kind of see why or see how what type of thought process you had. But for a motherfucker to just look at you like this, that shit boils my blood, bro. Like, bro, say something. Why did you do it? And then if you don't have an answer, just own up to it. I don't know why I did it. It was stupid. You know, it won't happen again. All right? A person can accept that more than you, or if you're trying to come up with all kind of excuses, place the blame on somebody else, deflect, project. That shit is annoying.
Yeah.
Yeah, what you was gonna say?
No, I was
Kabar?
gonna say just what you just said.
Yeah, right. It wasn't me, it was him. But you let him do it. Like, bro, worry about yourself and everything will be done decently and in order, bro.
Or like women, they'll say, oh, no, it just happened. Or,
Yeah, right.
You did.
Well, you did it.
Then they end up trying to blame it on you.
Yeah, right.
Woman.
Right. We're not even talking about me right now.
Right.
How did this become? I'm supposed to be mad at you, but you're angry at me because I said something to you about the bullshit you did.
You're in a deer in the headlights pod.
Right.
But you want an explanation? Like, come on.
Come on now. Well, you made me do it. How the fuck?
Yeah, you seen that show Ozark?
I haven't seen it.
Okay. Any brother seen that show Ozark?
I think I started watching.
But I'm about to tell you a scene. There was a scene because in that show, the man's woman fucking cheated, of course. And when he confronted her, she tried to like come back and justify herself.
1
Why
Corinthians 11.
she did that, this, and that, and third. But he was like, you could have said no when he first came up to you. You could have said no when he asked you to get in the car. You could have said no when he wanted to kiss you. You could have said no when y'all taking off your clothes. You could have said no before y'all had sex. He was just naming all the points before it led up to her doing that where you could have fucking said no.
Yeah.
And then after that, after he had said that, she was sitting there like, But that's why we have Colossians 4:6, which says, let your speech be seasoned always with salt, so you're ready to give answer to any man.
Yeah, exactly.
You know,
Exactly.
we're answerable individuals
Right.
because of how we operate off of order.
That's right. That's right. You should be able to answer for everything that you do. All right.
What's going on? We have an answer for everything.
Right. And that's why we also study to show ourselves approved. Because you may get any question, you got to be ready to be
Unction
answerable.
to know all things.
And you got to have an unction to know all things. That's right, bro. Grab that real quick.
This is first.
Oh, you said you had a precept, right?
I'll read this one.
Okay.
I'll get what the Spirit has. This is 1 Corinthians 11:1. Be ye followers of me, even as I also am of Yahushua.
Yeah. Be ye also followers of me, as I am of Yahushua. That's Paul speaking. All right. He's in order. He's saying you motherfuckers be in order, as I am, under the order or the tutelage of Yahushua.
Yeah.
All right. So if I'm in order under Yahushua, and what's y'all fucking excuse? Get in order. Okay. Stop the women from teaching in the church. Stop all this skirmish amongst each other. All right, and become one body and operate as such. All right. Keep reading up.
Verse 2. Now I praise you, brethren, that you remember me in all things.
Hey, and this is the crazy part. These Christian churches, all right, they have these same scriptures that we read, but they allow their women to be out of order. All right, they allow their women to usurp authority over the men. All right, they allow this sense of entitlement and zero accountability, all right, and independency of the women. But there's an order to things, man, even to how you operate with the opposite sex, man. All right?
Right.
Go ahead, bro.
1 Corinthians 11:2. Now I praise you, brethren, that you remember me in all things and keep the ordinances as I delivered them to you.
Go ahead.
Verse 3. But I would have you know that the head of every man is Hamashiach Yahushua,
Here's the order. All right.
and the head of the woman is the man.
Yeah, so Yahushua, all right, man, woman. Go ahead.
Continuing on, it says, and the head of Hamashiach is the Most High.
All right, so Yahushua, man, woman. That's the order of things. Anything outside of that, you're fucking out of order. You're not doing things decently and in order. All right? And that's like kryptonite, man, to this society. All right? Just because you're a man don't mean I gotta be under you.
Oh, yeah.
All right, well, that's not what the Bible that you go listen to being spewed out every Sunday in the Christian church says. These are the same words. It says you're supposed to come under order of the man. It says you knucklehead Negroes are supposed to come up under the order of Yahushua. All right? So for you to think that you're out here doing your own thing and you don't have to answer anybody is completely off, man. All right?
Yeah, because the Heavenly Father deals with order. He created Yahushua, and then in turn, Yahushua created us, and what you see before
on the earth right now, man. It's a certain order that things gotta how things gotta play out.
Yep. And that's why also the course of the earth is out of order because of Esau. All right. That's why we have fish beaching themselves. That's why we have trash and shit the size of Texas in the ocean. That's why we have what's that shit they be talking about with the climate.
Climate change.
Yeah, climate change and global warming. Yeah, because Esau has taken the order of the earth completely off whack and out of sync. So you have these type of things. You have earthquakes, all right, and all these type of things because Esau is not only is he pushing the sentiment of being disorderly, he's disorderly himself in how he conducts himself and runs the earth while the earth has been given into his hand.
Right.
All right. So all this is cause and effect, man. All these things that you see around us. That's why you get fucking 80-degree weather in the winter because this nigga has thrown the order and the course of the earth completely off, man. You know.
I got something.
Go ahead, bro.
Psalms 82:5. They know not, neither will they understand. They walk on in darkness. All the foundations of the earth are out of course.
All the foundations of the earth are out of course. In other words, it's out of order, man. All right, it's off course because of the dealings and the things that Esau is doing, man. All right, up, out front, and behind closed doors. There's no reason this nigga should be spraying chemtrails in the air that we breathe. All right, there's no reason this nigga should be making lab-grown meat.
Right.
Why the fuck are you growing lab-grown meat when the Lord has already set up an ecosystem that produces chicken? All right? Because you niggas think that you're the most high, therefore you're out of order. You don't know your role. All right? You're trying to you're trying to take the seat of the most high, man, when you're just mortal. You're a mortal human being. The Lord created your pale ass.
Right.
All right? While you trying to do these certain things that are completely flipping the earth out of order. But it tells you in Isaiah, I believe that's the 16th chapter, that the Lord is going to come back to put everything upright, man. All right, roughly paraphrasing.
That's it on that.
That's it on that? Okay, go back to 11, 1 Corinthians 11.
All right, 1 Corinthians 11 and verse 4.
Yep.
Every man praying or prophesying, having his head covered, dishonor of his head.
Yeah, niggas teaching with a fitty cap on. That's out of order. That's completely out of order. That's not what the Lord said, man. Uncover your head when you are teaching and praying. All right, the words of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai. All right, that was it.
Continuing on, it says, verse 5, but every woman that prayeth or prophesieth with her head uncovered, dishonor of her head, for that is even all one as if she were shaven.
It says she dishonoreth her head. And who is her head according to 1 Corinthians 11? The man. All right, you're doing a disservice. You're dishonoring your man if you're prophesying with your head, or not even prophesying, you're praying or even mentioning the name of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai with your head uncovered, man. That's completely out of order. Okay? So let's get back into that. If you have one, let's get back into that 12th chapter.
This is 1 Corinthians chapter 12 and verse 13. It says, for by one Spirit are we all baptized into one body, whether we be Jews or Gentiles, whether we be bond or free,
yes,
and have been all made to drink into one Spirit.
Can you read?
And that Jews and Gentiles also, just for clarification, goes into Israelites as well. You know, whether it be of the actual circumcision, or whether they were of the what scriptures refer to as Gentiles going to the Hellenistas.
Yeah, Greek-speaking Jews.
Right. We was took those Greek and heathenistic customs.
Right.
You see, but we know and understand through the period of time, been made to drink into one Spirit. So now, according to prophecy, we understand what time we're in, going into even coming with the return of our Lord Yahweh Shai.
That's right.
Continuing on, 1 Corinthians 12 and verse 14. For the body is not one member, but many.
So, so the body is not just one member, but many. All right. It's easy to roll solo and make and stay in order if you only have to answer to yourself. But if you're in a body and there's many different moving parts, then you have to, first you got to communicate. First you got to be acceptable to taking orders. All right. Thirdly, you got to be willing to take orders. And four, you got to execute, man. All right. And if you're not willing to do that, do your own fucking thing. All right. If you only have to answer to yourself, you can throw all that out the window. If you don't feel like doing something, don't do it. If you're the only one that's there to hold yourself accountable. And that's why, you know, I always tell on the job, I always tell the people I work with that these things that you're being told to do, whether you do it here or you go work another job, there's always going to be rules and regulations that you have to follow. Unless you go work for yourself and you create your own business and be an entrepreneur. But if you complain about these things as if this is going to make or break you, or you want to quit and go somewhere else, it's going to be the same thing. And it's just going to be a snowball effect. If you don't have the ability to stay in order or to take correction or to follow direction, all right? Because no matter where you go, there's going to be, especially when you're going into something that's already been established, that's just like us coming in on the trail that the apostles and elders has blazed for us in this truth, all right? If we're coming into these men's work and these men's labor, we have to do it according to the foundation that has been laid down, all right? As long as it's according to Yahweh Shimi Shai and his instructions, man, all right? So we really have no say in it. If you want to carve out your own path, then go do your own thing. All right, go ahead, bro.
1 Corinthians 12 and verse 15, it says, if the
Hold on, bro. I never understood that. How somebody come into something that's already established and think that they, by some odd reason, could just do whatever the fuck they want to do and make their own rules. I don't understand that shit.
How they can come into an established, not knowing shit
Yes.
beforehand,
Ground.
learn, then say it's off.
Yeah. Come on now. That don't even fucking make sense,
That's
man.
why it says that in Romans, establishing their own righteousness
Yes.
and not submitting themselves under the heavenly Father.
That's right. That's right.
You're right. It don't make sense. How you coming in here? You didn't even know you were an Israelite.
I don't understand.
You didn't even know you were an Israelite. You learn a little something. Knowledge puffed up. Nope.
Yeah. Yep.
You know, bacon neck. Y'all know how to get that. Nope. King Nasha, nope. You didn't even know them.
Yeah.
Right.
You ain't even met the apostle
Right.
to say any type of shit like that.
Right.
See, but you want to come in and establish your own right. It don't make no fucking sense.
Exactly.
But that it's just the Lord doing that. Salakia, brother.
Yep.
Individuals like that that's prophetic. They have to stand in that lot so we can understand what the scriptures are saying by that. We can understand what the scriptures are saying by a reprobate. Ones in sheep clothing. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Establishing their own righteousness. Those men have to come. When it says offenses must come, them motherfuckers.
Right.
Real
Right.
talk too. You gotta see niggas that came into knowing the Israelite, they still come in the truth, still being niggas. You gotta do the whole game. Like you said, the body is many.
Yes. Yep. Nigga trying to make a left turn from the third lane. Go
Exhibit
ahead. Exhibit A. There's an order to this street, nigga. There's lanes.
He's trying to hit there. He's trying to hit that.
Yeah. And this is a one-way too, by the way.
Yeah, you got.
That's out of order, nigga. Coming this way. There's signs. You know, there's lines on the ground.
Right.
There's red lights.
Different colors.
Yeah.
It's
Traffic.
already traffic.
Red means go. Okay.
Right. There's cars parked in parking spaces
All types of
parallelly.
stuff,
There's order to this. The motherfuckers treat this like it's a fucking open range, you know. And just from observing these people, you can tell that they don't deal with order.
Yeah.
Nigga trying to make a left turn from the far right lane. 3 lanes over.
Yeah.
That's
On a busy street.
that's crazy. These people heads are in the fucking
As much as
clouds.
we see it, that shit normal.
I know, right?
Man.
Yeah, going down the
That
one way.
shit
Yeah.
normal as fuck.
Right, bitches getting locked up, drunk, going down the one way. It's just a
Doing
typical
that.
Saturday.
that.
Right, typical Saturday
What
in
is it,
in
heavy
Atlanta.
Accidents.
Yeah, niggas getting goddamn totaled vehicles at an intersection
Yeah.
because they don't know order. Nigga, it's a stop sign right there. Once oncoming traffic is clear, you go.
Right.
You don't just fucking go.
Jet it.
Hit that hole like you said. Pedal to the fucking metal. Go ahead.
1 Corinthians 12 and 15. If the foot shall say, because I am not the hand,
Yes.
I am not of the body, is it therefore not of the body?
Yeah, and that goes into you're not insignificant because you don't play a major role. All right. If you're not the brains of the operation, you're just as equally as important as the brain. Because if the brain sends a signal to the hand to grab, nothing will be grasped without a hand.
Right.
It's okay that you're not top dog. Where you are, just maximize your office and do it well. You be the best fucking hand that you can be, the best fucking foot known to man.
Hey, the scriptures say make your calling and election sure. So you
Yes.
gotta do everything that's in the scriptures to fulfill that. Peter gave you instructions. I believe it's 1 Peter, the 1st chapter, and it goes into basic. Yeah, 2 Peter 1. Yeah, Salaki.
Right.
Added temperance, acknowledge temperance. You love that.
Yep. That's one of my favorites. All right, because it's building blocks. You know, add this upon this, add that upon that. Go ahead, brother.
Just to show that everything in the body is important, think of your own body and think of anything you would want to actually take off. Like you don't want to take off a pinky toe or a pinky finger or anything. You want it all. You want it all, just like the Lord gave it to you.
Right, fully functional.
Fully
goddamn.
functional. And
Now,
yeah.
now you may prefer one over the other if you had to choose, but like you said, in all actuality, I want every fucking thing that I was blessed with, you know, and for it to work in complete order.
And you want everything to give your body as a living sacrifice.
Yes.
You see what I'm saying? As an acceptable sacrifice. And I love what you're saying because the parable of the penny.
Oh, yep.
Everyone has the same office. I mean, everyone has different offices. One may be quote unquote glorified more than the next. You're getting the same penny as this pinky toe.
Yes.
Brain. You
Yes.
see what I'm saying?
And no matter when you came in,
No matter when.
you got, like you're saying, the 11th hour Israelites.
That's right.
They're not less significant because they came in the 11th hour as somebody that came in the first hour. We're all working towards that same goal. Like the brother said, that penny, that salvation. Yep. Go ahead, bro.
Verse 16. And if the ear shall say, because I am not the eye,
Yes.
I am not of the body, is it therefore not of the body?
Yep. Hey, and that's that goes into being covetous too. You know, you desiring another man's office when you ain't even maximize your own. All right, or that's not even your role to play. But I can hold post better than him. I don't know why they don't let me hold post. I be on point. Like, bro, whole time.
Nigga always want to talk. Nigga always want to just
Always
get
wanna
up there and blaze it.
Yeah, right.
That's why I quoted that Hebrews 13
Yeah.
and 5. Let your conversation be without covetousness.
Right. Why he always got to speak every week? I want to goddamn speak. I got something to say. I got all the precepts.
Right.
All right,
Well,
motherfucker.
if you got all the precepts, maybe the spirit will prefer you to do reading.
Yeah, be support.
Right.
Bring out some precepts. But Jake be off, bro. Jake be covered in each other, bro. And it's not. And this we just speaking on the body because that's what we're a part of.
Right.
But in the world, man, it's 10 times worse.
Yeah.
You know, I'd rather deal with brothers any day
Right.
than a fucking random. Because they have no sense of order.
No.
Damn.
A nigga step on your feet and act like you offended him.
Right.
That shit wow.
I was stepping right there.
Yeah, if you wouldn't have been right there, I wouldn't have stepped on
Why
you.
your foot there?
Right, like, god damn, bro. All right, nigga. Right. I'm walking here.
I'm walking in.
Yeah, nigga be ready to put you down.
Right.
All
Man.
right, damn, bro, you got it.
I was here forced.
Waste.
Go ahead, bro.
God. Verse 17. If the whole body were an eye, where were the hearing?
Oh, if we all did the same thing, who's tending to the other things that need to be done? If all of us are sitting up here reading, who's holding posts? If all of us are sitting up here teaching, where's the edification? Like niggas setting up 2-3 feet away from each other with bull horns and shit. That's fucking out of order, bro. Go pick many of the other blocks that are in the city and teach, bro.
Right.
You know, that shit is out of order. Go ahead.
God. Continuing on. If the whole were hearing, where were the smelling? Verse 18. But now hath the Most High set the members, every one of them,
Go ahead.
in the body,
Yes.
as it hath pleased him.
Yes. You're in the order in which you are because the Lord put you there. And he sees it best for you to be there, to please him. So in order to get out of that is you're not respecting the office that you've been given by Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. All right? That's it? No more? You keep reading. Yep.
Yeah, God. Verse 19.
Uh-huh.
And if they were all one member,
Yes.
where were the body?
Uh-huh.
So even with that, it protects you.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
If
they-
you're just one member, if you're just one great ass eye, okay, well, what about your skin?
Yeah,
you know what I'm
right,
saying?
right.
You know, what about your skeletal system? You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Right. The eyelid,
Or,
right.
or if
right.
everybody doing the same thing, who's going to do the other things that need to be done?
Right.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Continuing on, verse 20, it says, but now are they many members, yet but one body.
Yes. So we all got different things to do, but collectively we come together in order to get the job done, man, as one body. All right. So, hey, with that, I'm gonna step down. All right. Lord willing, that was edifying.
Take that.
We just gonna continue on from the last few weeks we've been doing the second Ezra 16. So whoever wants to, you want to get it? Get second Ezra 16 and you can start at 21. Any Master Spirit with you.
This is, this is 2nd Ezra chapter 16, verse 21. It says, behold, victuals shall be so good cheap upon earth, that they shall think themselves to be in good case, and even then shall evils grow upon earth, sword, famine, and great confusion.
Yeah, this is where we left off last week. So, brother, could you look up victuals? Yeah, we'll start there. So read it again, brother.
2nd Ezra 16 and 21. It says, behold, victuals shall be so good cheap upon earth, that they shall think themselves to be in good case.
So you look at these people, which let's just find out, let's just go into what that word victuals is to show you that. What is that that's going to be so cheap upon the earth that you're going to think you're in good case? All right? Whatever you got, you go ahead and read.
This is from Cambridge Dictionary. It says victuals. It says
It's all good.
It says
100 black men of America.
it says food and drink.
We are one.
Yeah. You said food and drink.
That's one definition. Food and drink.
Anything else?
Uh,
So provisions, basically.
It
Another
says-
word for victuals would be provisions. Go ahead.
It says food and drink, especially as needed for sustenance, usually in the plural, food and drink stores or supplies,
Supplies, provisions. Yeah, keep going.
rations,
Yeah, rations. So it's items that you use daily needs, right? Keep going.
crops,
Okay, food. So it's basically the scriptures is you know, if there's any more. But the scriptures is basically saying that food, crops, provisions, rations shall be so cheap on the earth that people shall think they're in good case behind it. Again, we've been, you know, dealing the last few weeks heavily with certain economic terms, and that's when the bottom drops. Okay, when this society collapses, it's gonna it's like a bubble popping, right? Think about, they always speak about the credit bubble bursting, the mortgage, the home mortgage bubble pop, student loans burst. So it's gonna get more, like, look at it now, you know, if you're looking to buy a house right now in 2023, the average home price nationally is almost $500,000. Just an average home. Not talking about any baller, exotic countertops, you know, floating vanities. We're not talking about recessed lights and marble countertops and marble tile in your bath, in your shower. We're not talking about them homes.
Indoor pool.
Yeah, we ain't talking about an indoor pool, or, you know, you got a fancy refrigerator. No, we're talking about that home with that regular, you know, you might got a double door, maybe, right? We talking about that 3-bedroom, 2 bathrooms, standard, regular yard type shit.
Yeah.
Are going for in Georgia. Matter of fact, somebody you want to look up, bro? Look up the average house price in Georgia. What is the average home price in 2023? If you could get information on that.
So I got,
Okay, go ahead with whatever you got. Go ahead with it.
well, U.S. I have the U.S.
Bring it
credit
up.
already pulled up, but it's for Q1 of 2022. That's the what it's
Closest
showing.
we got.
Yeah, it was 514,000
$514,000 average.
and then it's like just by Q2 it went up to 527.
See, average
Like,
price.
just going.
Let's work it around. We can see. Go ahead.
You got Georgia. Georgia, $250,000. 250,000. The average home.
Average home price. When I drive out in Conyers areas, off a side road, they're building these little homes. You know, they'll put the neighborhood price starting $300,000 starting price. Regular townhome type shit.
Right.
Regular.
Yeah.
Right on top of each other.
Right on, like, yeah, those type of neighborhoods where it'd be like house.
Yeah.
300,000. You hear how crazy that is? So the bubble is being inflated.
Oh yeah.
It's being inflated. Okay? I was showing this brother last week, a home. Remember that house? Regular home in Oregon. They were charging $5,900 a month in rent.
Wow.
$5,900.
That's crazy.
What kind of house?
Regular bullshit ass house.
Regular.
One car garage.
You know what else they say?
Yeah.
You got to make at least $70,000, $80,000 to afford like a $300,000 home.
Yes.
Barely. $70,000, $80,000.
But then, like, with the interest, by the time you get that $300,000 home with the interest as high as it is now, it's you over the lifespan of it, you're gonna pay about $1.1 million for your home. And again, keep in mind, we're not talking about. See, when you hear $1 million home, you think about the way the rich and the famous live shit.
MTV Cribs.
MTV Cribs type shit. You know, bragging points in the home, right? Like, oh yeah, this
The double-sided fireplace.
yeah, the railing up the stairs was imported from Europe type
Right,
shit.
right.
When you think of $1 million home,
Right.
Yes.
in your mind.
Right.
But now in the day's time, the prices, that's some regular shit, man.
Yeah, that's some shit off of Glenwood.
That's like your first house on 2K.
You know what that is?
That's
That's a 1985, 1970 newly renovated home.
yeah.
It's not brand new.
It's not even brand new.
Yeah, that house about 80 years old.
No new
He was born, like the brother said, the house was built in 95. So it had eight homeowners underneath.
Newly renovated though.
Come on, man.
passed around.
All right. So what the scriptures are saying, dealing with this viticle shall be cheap. These things are expensive now, but when they start popping, people are going to get extremely desperate, and they're going to be liquidating which is another term. They're going to be liquidating these items. So that's why they say, if you got a little bit of money or whatever, you're going to actually be able to, in a time very soon, probably get a Lamborghini for little to nothing. Probably get a diamond chain for little to nothing. Because see, you people have been tricked. Matter of fact, real quick, I know you had something. Then you go ahead and get what you had, and then get James the 5th chapter. Okay. All right.
Yep. Just real quick, because I found even with this, Esau, he moving a lot of this information, these words and stuff. He's playing with the information too.
Yeah.
But I have found victuals on the online Edamon. It says to stock or supply. I kept seeing this like a ship, garrison, some type of military connection too. For even like you think about it, what good is the goods that you have if you can't protect it?
Yeah.
So it's the goods and the ability to maintain and protect your goods too.
Yeah.
Revelation 18 talks about the ship, the costliness. It talks about the in 1 hour the ship. God, how's it going?
Get it.
Okay.
Get it.
I think it's like Revelation 18.
Yeah, get it. Bring it out.
A little bit more. It says
You're talking about the merchants.
In the ships, yep.
Yeah.
it says with provisions to last for some time.
So that's a storehouse.
Being able to storehouse like the captain said.
Oh, Revelation 18:17 says just to add with the bro. For in 1 hour so great riches is come to naught, and every shipmaster and all the company and ships and sailors, and as many as trade by sea stood afar off.
Yeah, that's why Esau had to conquer the tribe of Zebulun. Matter of fact, get that somebody get that in Genesis 49 real quick, because Zebulun, the so-called Panamanians, they dwell at a haven of ships, which is the Panama Canal. Let's just get that for edification. It was very important for Esau's, and somebody also get
Ezekiel 28.
You already was
I got it.
Yeah. So let's get the Genesis 49 first. Genesis 49, whatever verse it is with Zebulun.
Okay, this is Genesis 49 and verse 13. It says, Zebulun shall dwell at the haven of the ship of the sea.
The haven of the ships of the sea. Where is that? That's the Panama Canal connecting
Atlantic to the Pacific.
Yep, the Atlantic to the Pacific, right in between Central America and South America.
Right.
And what's so heavy about the Panama Canal, that region right there, it's the woods and the jungle is so dense. If you look up the longest road in the world, one of the longest roads in the world runs from Canada all the way down to the tip of South America. But there's a stopping, there's a stopping point, which is give or take right about that. It's 100 miles where it stops, right about the Panama Canal, because the jungle, so no vehicles. You gotta take a ferry across it to get to the next part to go drive through South America. So that's an extremely major port. I guess, port is the word. It's an extremely important port.
Remember when that ship got stuck?
Over there in, was that Greece?
No.
Oh yeah.
Panama Canal was a container ship.
I thought it was Suez.
No, it was a Suez.
It was a Suez. Yeah. That's what it was.
They were losing billions of dollars daily.
Yep. Still though, imagine if
So how much money? So now that goes into was that it? That was it on that, right?
A little bit more.
Go ahead.
It says, and he shall be in haven of ships. Going to the area like the captain said.
Yeah, a haven. A haven is like a place where something lives, right? Shipyard. Watch out, buddy.
Boneyard.
So that's where ships live. A lot of ships pass through there. Okay? That was it on that, right? Yep. Now let's get that in Ezekiel.
It's the book of Ezekiel, chapter 28, verse 4. Says, with thy wisdom and with thine understanding.
You know how much wisdom it took to even know that area was perfect?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's wisdom, man. Like I said, we talk a lot of shit about Esau because he deserves it. But the Lord had to bless him with that wisdom to even know. Now, this isn't something he found out 20 years ago. He's known this for a while. I wouldn't know, like, it ain't no nigger. No black nigger would have knew, hey man, I'm gonna go down here and set up Because we see it every day with you so-called black excellence. You have a dinner with Jay-Z just for you to figure out how to sell liquor and chicken wings. Am I lying?
No.
Okay. Shit. Esau wisdom have him in the jungles
Yeah.
mapping out how he gonna make $8 billion a day.
Cartography, mapping out the world,
Mapping
and how
out the
it
world.
is.
Mhm. That's it. Keep going, brother.
With thy wisdom and with thine understanding, thou hast gotten the riches.
That has gotten the riches. Esau, one way that this devil has gotten as rich as he has is through his traffic. Matter of fact, so you want to look up that word. Look up the word traffic. Because, hey, when we're in traffic every day of the week, we're part of that commerce.
Right.
That's the funny thing. That's why they call it traffic. You are a product. You're a commodity.
Yes.
And they are moving your ass from the east side of your town to the west side, the north to the south. You're a product. It's not a coincidence that, oh, you know, it's going to be terrible traffic today. You know,
Yeah.
there just mean a lot of cars. No, traffic goes into business.
It says trade, commerce,
Trade, commerce. Go ahead.
carry on trade.
So the Lord is saying that Esau got rich through his trade, his commerce.
Vulgar Latin is trans, free care.
Yeah, because he's the master of moving some shit.
Yes.
Yeah, man, he moved.
It says see friction.
Yeah, because you gotta, you know what? That's a spirit. That's friction. When your ass is fighting, going into captivity, that's some friction. You trying to stay here? It is. We was trying to keep our ass in the west coast of Africa.
Check this one out.
Got our ass shipped,
Packaged.
packaged and shipped to America.
Watch this. It says from Arabic, tafriq means distribution.
Yeah, it got distributed. Some of us went to Haiti. Some of us went to Puerto Rico. Some of us went to Brazil. Some of us went to Charleston, South Carolina. We got, man, they put a barcode on our ass and what's it called when you ship something fast?
Expedited.
And expedited our ass over here, okay?
Niggas overnighted it.
Yeah, he overnighted our ass.
So this is the word traffic. The other definition of verb, it says to buy and sell.
Yeah, buy and sell.
It says related.
Yeah, because somebody bought your time. The reason why you were in 8 o'clock traffic or 5 o'clock traffic is because somebody bought your time and sold you the security of having a fucking job. There's a reason for that word. So Esau has gotten rich off of his traffic of selling things. And somebody get it, go to go to Habakkuk 2 and, what is that?
I'll be satisfied.
Yeah, like 2 and 4, 2 and 5. And then we're still gonna hold James 5. We wanna go into that too. Any more to that?
Yeah, there's
Keep
more of
going
this.
with that.
But that all makes sense when you think of how they say we're on under not admiral law, but like the law of the seas.
Yeah.
Because we were all just traffic.
Yeah, because like
Crazy.
you said, I remember Jordan Maxwell, he went into it. I'm not very
Yeah.
strong with that information, but he was talking about that, the fact of why you get a birth certificate.
Mm-hmm.
You know, hell, typically, like you said, to show you that it's the same thing. When they crack what's the word? You probably know better than me. When a ship enters the water, they christen it.
Oh yeah, yeah.
They christen the ship,
And they
right?
hit the bottle on it.
They hit the bottle, which is champagne, because champagne is seen as holy water, right? So what happens when you have a child? Typically, people will have champagne. These aren't coincidences. So like you said, these are all basically receipts and warehouse receipts and your birth certificate and the waters and all of these different things. They know that. We're product. Okay? I don't want to hear none of that sovereign shit.
Ain't it? It's about off topic. It's when they hit the bottle on the ship and it don't break, it's kind of bad luck.
Bad luck.
Yeah.
And then what happened with the Titanic?
Mm-hmm.
Supposedly.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead with it.
With thy wisdom and with thine understanding, thou hast gotten the riches and hast gotten gold and silver into thy treasures. By thy great wisdom.
Because that goes back into Viticles, provisions, right? When you know, somebody, matter of fact, you still holding that Habakkuk? I got you. All right, hold that and then add behind that Deuteronomy 28 and that storehouse to be. Hold that too. All right, because see, when you're dealing with, read that last part, the gold and silver.
Has gotten gold and Here, I'll go up a little.
Yes, sir.
With thy wisdom and with thine understanding, thou hast gotten thee riches, and hast gotten gold and silver into thy treasures.
Yeah, because when you got motion like that, that's the only way. See, they trick our asses, these peons of America, the low ones, that you're gonna get rich through saving. You know, save. Hey, don't live beyond your means. Okay, save 30%. In 30 years, you'll have $300,000.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here with that, man. The only way to save is to have a surplus of the shit that you just got extra. That's the only way. That's when the only way you can legitimately save is to have enough money to pay all your bills, do all the shit you wanted to do, and just be like, well, I guess I'm gonna say this shit because it's extra. Ain't none of us in no monetary situation to be like, man, I don't even know what to do with it. Just save it, nigga. Oh, okay. Bro, we still paying for shit in February. We still paying bills for February. Ain't no space to fucking save.
You know why they tell you that too?
Why?
So you put it in the bank, and then they can use your money to
so
make
they
them more
can
money.
increase.
Yeah.
Because that's a form of traffic as well. But see, the point of the viticles is to have enough stuff to be able to buy extra. You know, we used to be like, you know, pandemic-wise, it was easy to put stuff away. Not with these inflated food prices.
Yeah.
Right? It was easy to be like, I got this, I got that. You know what? I'm gonna spend an extra dub, get a bag of rice, some beans. Man, that extra dub is going to the milk. That extra dub is going to the eggs.
Yeah.
The eggs, the milk, the butter, and the cheese ate that dub for the increase of what we're paying today. But still, when this viticles get cheap, it's gonna get higher and higher, and that shit is gonna drop. Because when this money drops, you're gonna have to sell shit, man. You're gonna have to. You're not gonna be able to sit on your product. Imagine if you're a person and you sell, give me a perishable item. You're a dairy farmer. Yo, brothers, we're gonna get to these scriptures, but random thing. You know the American government, you know where government cheese comes from?
From the military?
Nope. Anybody else with some guesses for government cheese?
From public housing? Is that
No.
something with?
They had so much government cheese to give away to people because they made I forget the proper word, but they created up an incentive or whatever for the dairy farmers back in the day that the government would buy all of its milk. Anything that was left over, they would buy it. So then the dairy farmers went up in production. They produced more to the point where it was so much fucking milk. That's why you get all these got milk ads.
Yeah.
It's so much milk that they have that they ended up having to turn it into cheese to preserve it. So deep into the earth in certain parts of the country, you got big pits that just hold cheese. This big, bunker in the middle of Kansas somewhere is holding like 3 million pounds of cheese.
Fucking cheddar.
Just cheddar. Fucking American cheese, man. Aged American cheese. To the point where that's why they had to give so much. Which in the spirit goes into this provision. You've created such a storehouse, okay? Matter of fact, let's get some more of these scriptures and also let's work our way around. Keep going with it. Hold Isaiah 19. About there shall be no work for the head and tail. Keep going.
Ezekiel 28:5, and this was the point. By thy great wisdom and by thy traffic hast thou increased thy riches, and thine heart is lifted up because of thy riches.
Yeah, when you got enough of everything, which is going to lead us to Habakkuk, the 2nd chapter, this devil is sitting high on the horse, high on the hog, as they would say. You know, imagine you just had silos of wheat. Think about that. You just got more wheat than you could ever use. You're going to be, Jake become, I'm Mr. Wheat Man.
Yeah. I got that bread, literally.
Yeah, ain't nobody got more wheat than me. You start talking shit. See what I'm saying? I got wheat, I got bread, I got cereal. Niggas ain't seeing me. That's how Esau feel.
Cheerio.
I got wine out the ass. We got enough food to last 1,000,000 years. That's the pride he's working on. Because everybody out here, going back to that Ezekiel you read, are part of his traffic. I said this weeks ago. The only reason this economy is still going is because the elite are still storing. We're their little workers. So your ass working at General Mills is because they still need their own provisions.
Yeah, they're still loading up their bunkers.
Yeah, they're still loading their bunkers up. When they reach the point of not needing to do that anymore, then they gonna shut this bitch down.
Like,
Which,
you know,
go ahead with your
the
point.
movie Deep Impact, but they knew about it for a couple years.
Yeah, they shut it in all the movies.
And then the president, you know, he was loading up his boat at the last minute. Same thing. They didn't tell nobody nothing until it was time to say fuck it.
Yeah, Deep Impact is a good one. 2012.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Man, yeah, that's the government that you people believe in, man. This government ain't gonna tell you shit until it has to. Here it is, they asking no, a meteorite been on its way. And motherfucker getting close.
Share it with your ass.
They ain't gonna tell you until you, like, don't look up.
What the fuck is that? Don't look up.
There it is. Oh. Matter of fact, don't, now that you see it. I didn't even tell you about the possibility, but now that you see it, don't even look up. That's the government your work that you are depending on. You people are really gonna see how much this government looks at you as the shit on the street.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
All right, let's go to that Habakkuk.
Okay.
Unless you had something
No,
else.
I'm going to
Okay.
we're going to start from the top.
No. He gathered upon him and his heart can't be desired.
This is Habakkuk chapter 2 and start at verse 4. It says, behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him, but the just shall live by his faith.
Yeah, so this is the same individuals same nation of people that was being spoken about in Ezekiel the 28th chapter. That's full of pride, okay? Because he's uplifted. This devil, what was it just the other day, Warren Buffett?
Yeah.
I could end the U.S. government debt in 5 minutes.
Prove it.
I could sell it to, what's your sale, America?
Hey man, I call you
They gonna
out on
cash app that shit. That the way he was talking, he's like, I could cash app America that money right now.
Do it.
Yeah, do it.
Right? That's how they act. Who else said this? You know, these billionaires. Every billionaire in the world, if they gave 20, I think somebody did it, if they gave $25 million, every billionaire in world homelessness or world homelessness.
Which is nothing to do, too.
What's $25 million? So what is that out of a billion? You got, that's 999 million, right? Equals a billion, right? So you get what I'm trying to say,
Yeah,
right?
You still got 975 million.
Yeah, so you got $975 million being a billionaire that's gonna probably make that back
In the year.
Like,
tomorrow.
tomorrow.
So they could end, so he's basically saying he could end this debt, end world hunger, end homelessness, all in just with a cash app. America, what's your cash app handle? $sign US.
1776.
1776.
USDA.
US. MAGA. But your own elite don't even want to fix this place, okay? Keep going with that,
Right.
Habakkuk.
Habakkuk 2 and 5. Yet also, because he transgresseth by wine,
Yeah, his philosophies, his thought processes towards dealing with the wine, the food of the world, the money of the world, the people of the world. It's off.
Yeah, gays have rights.
Yeah, beyond all that, the fact that you've made it where people don't even provide these provisions for themselves. See, we've just been going into provisions this whole time. But the fact that you've taken away the common man and woman's ability to provide provisions for themselves.
Yeah, they gotta come to you.
They gotta come to you for all this bullshit.
For the want of all things.
For the one of all things. See, like this woman was going into. The pride of this place has lifted you up. See, in other parts of the world, you buy shit, is yours. In this place, the fact that it could be taken away, no matter how long you've had it, shows you that it was actually never yours.
Right.
You can just come take the shit from you. You lose your job, and you can lose your home.
Yeah, don't pay the taxes on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shit like that. Whereas in other countries, they build their houses, and it's actually their house.
Right.
There, no property taxes is paid off. So, hey, if you lost your job and lost your way of paying, nigga, just sit in the fucking house and figure it out. You hit a low point in Babylon. You hit a low point in Babylon. It ain't no space to just figure it out. You gotta really figure it out. Fuck are you talking about? Because America don't care. See, Georgia Power gonna act like your $30 is everything.
Oh yeah, they need that.
They need that shit, man.
Meanwhile, the country's literally trillions of dollars in debt.
That's why it's like, man, fuck this place, man.
Yeah.
All right. They've handled everything through their wine and philosophy wickedly. See, in the kingdom of heaven, man, when we think about it, man, we're gonna be rich. We're gonna be up. But man, not to the point where it's like Esau be cool flying to fucking Somalia and seeing dirty ass Africans. You know what I mean? Like he'll fly to Honduras and see trash lakes and be all right with it. And well, fuck them. Let's make some more money. We're not gonna have these nations all fucked up to the point where it's ain't gonna be no third world countries in the kingdom of heaven, man.
Right.
Like, damn, you see how these fucking Hamites living over here? This shit is sad. We gotta create some non-profits and we gotta get a collection going up. That is not happening, man. But you be cool with it, because you're a selfish bastard.
Right.
That's why when everybody's up, you're gonna be the bottom, man. All the other nations gonna get their ass beat, but you got an extra ass beating coming your way. Okay? Keep going with that, brother.
Continue on. Habakkuk 2. I'm gonna reread again from the top. Habakkuk 2 and 5. Yet also, because he transgressive by wine, he is a proud man.
See, that's that pride. That wisdom got him proud. Knowledge of what he knows got him proud. Keep going.
Neither keepeth at home.
And you sure as hell don't keep home, because we just read in Ezekiel the 28th chapter that's how you get your money. See, niggas got that go out of town spirit from Esau. You know, you watch them old dope dealing movies, Paid in Full, Belly, yo, B,
Omaha.
DC, A, DC. You know, Paid in Full, Ace, DC.
Popping.
Belly, Nebraska. You gotta go to Nebraska. I got a sweet spot in Nebraska. That's how they got that from Esau.
Snowfall when they talk about going.
Arkansas.
Yeah.
Arkansas. We got something situated out there. The prices is better out of town, so we gonna go. You got that from Esau. Now rich people have went. King Solomon was getting traffic from this part of the world as well, but it's even a spirit to it. He wasn't over here. Oh shit! They got these kind of trees with these fruit. Cut them all the fuck down and let's take them.
Take everything.
Take everything. Oh shit, I need them birds. Kill all the animals. That's Esau for you, okay? Keep going, brother.
Who enlargeth his desire as hell.
Yeah, your desires is as hell, man. It's as the ground, the earth. There's no shortage of dirt.
Right. Yeah.
You've never heard nobody. You hear a shortage of clean air. You hear a shortage of water. But you ain't never heard nobody ever in life be like, damn, nigga, by the year 2023, man, or year 30, ain't gonna be no more dirt, man. We got a climate control, gotta say this shit. It ain't no dirt out here.
Yeah, this ain't the water world.
Yeah, this ain't.
Oh yeah.
That's a different problem. That's Esau's desire. His desire is as dirt. There's no shortage of dirt around the earth. The earth is huge. It's made out of dirt. It's dirt under the water. Think about that. You got mountains and shit under the earth that's dirt. That's what your desire is as, Esau.
Yeah, eat them.
Eat them. That's why he's always going. He wants more.
Yeah, eat
And
them.
you can tell in the spirit because he's in a more spirit, and we're in a less. I don't want shit from here.
He's a greedy man.
Yeah, man, fuck these cars, these houses, these clothes. That's where we're at. But Esau, on the other hand, he needs a house full of suits.
Yeah.
The fuck you need all them suits for? You got 3,000 ties and shit. All right, keep going, brother.
It says, and is as death and cannot be satisfied.
Though his offspring be multiplied.
But gathereth unto him all nations.
Yeah, God, that's what he did, man. So he could do what? Indoctrinate more people, steal more money from them, tax them.
Right.
That's what the fuck he did. That's all America was set up to be.
Right.
Keep going.
Pretty much.
And heapeth unto him all people.
Yeah, heapeth unto him all people. It wasn't the so-called Chinese that gathered unto himself all people. You can't. Now, China is a major nation, you know, and I'm pretty sure there are representatives of all nations around the world in certain parts of Asia, right? Certain parts of China, but not like America.
No.
Nothing like here. You go to New York, man. You be meeting like, damn, what's your father? Be some random mix. How the hell did y'all even meet?
Right.
My mom is Arabic. Yeah, my mom is Arabic and my dad is Haitian.
Excuse me?
Yeah, they met here in Queens. Yeah, my dad's Russian, and my and his wife is
Jamaican.
Is Scottish from Jamaica.
Yeah.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Breeding ground.
This is it's a melting pot. The Empire State. But that's what you did. You collected all the people to do what? Indoctrinate them and basically oppress them. In the name of McChicken sandwiches and shit.
McChicken.
Chicken McNuggets.
Chicken nuggets. And beer. And
Marlboro cigarettes.
yeah, Marlboro cigarettes.
Yeah. Lemon pepper wings, man.
Yeah, it's bullshit. See, that's how you know Esau, you're losing it, man.
And Ford Mustangs.
Yeah. Dodge Chargers. And apple pie.
Yeah, I will talk.
Hot dogs.
That's what you gathered all the people to sell them hot dogs. He did. The fuck? That's an American staple.
Yeah, that is
Tell me I'm lying. Like hot dogs is the American meal.
Classic.
That's a classic.
Yeah, that's why you got the varsity Franks.
Yeah.
Yeah, they serve them at the gas station.
They serve them everywhere.
Hot dog.
The whole point of the feel of going to a baseball game is to what? Get glizzies. Get glizzed out.
Yo.
This nigga really set up America to sell hot dogs, man. This place is a joke.
America's a hot dog stand.
That's a hot dog, yeah. You remember the Oscar Mayer Wiener Mobile?
Yeah.
This shit is a joke, man. Hey, you gathered the people together to. Hey, that's I meant to share with brothers. Can y'all guess the opioid production cut over there in Afghanistan since the military's left? You got a percentage? Anybody could put a guess on what number do you think is the percentage that production has cut since Esau left that land?
25.
Anybody else?
50?
Yeah, I say
50? Hotter.
Oh, I'm too low.
Ain't that crazy?
Yeah. Fucking 85%.
Hotter?
God damn.
100. Shit.
Too hot. 99%.
Wow.
Wow.
Since he left over there.
Since he left over there.
Esau with the dope.
That,
He the original dope man.
Oh, and that makes sense why everybody's doing
that's
fentanyl
why they're
now.
doing fentanyl.
Because the opioids ain't around.
Ain't that some shit?
That's crazy.
But this man's not the devil. He's not the devil.
If not, he's the original dope man.
Young nigga, move that dope. Young nigga.
Hey, look.
Esau hear that shit.
Dope
He
man.
like,
Dope man.
yeah. That's why they walk with this. Why are you mad at us? What did we do? You've literally done everything wicked on the earth. Everything. And even if you use the other nations as pawns and puppets to be the face of your, you use, you know what I'm saying? You use, this is still going in Leviticus, provisions, right? You use your give me one of these cocaine cowboy characters.
Pablo Escobar.
You use your Pablo Escobars, Griselda Blancos, and the Noriegas.
Yeah.
Huh? Yeah, Big
What's
Meech,
his name? Boston George.
Boston George.
Yeah.
These are just these are just street runners.
Yeah, real Rick Ross.
And Rick Ross, all of them. They all were working with the. Hey, when you watch Snowfall, technically speaking, the biggest dope, which they show you with that movie, is Teddy was the biggest dope dealer ever.
Yeah, Teddy.
Bro, Teddy, man, when you watch that show, Teddy was moving millions of dollars of dope and guns every other day.
That nigga was moving that shit.
Yeah, I need to send this. I got 30 crates of guns coming.
Got 200 keys on
We
the
got
way.
3,000 keys. No, I want 200. It was like thousands of keys. Got some?
I was just thinking about that, how those are the low-level guys.
Yeah.
But then, remember we heard about that JP Morgan
I
shit?
was just thinking about, yep,
At
go ahead with
20, it says the cocaine was said to have a street value of $1.3 billion, and the cargo ship was found carrying nearly 20 tons of cocaine when the vessel arrived in Philadelphia.
And you niggas still be talking about, hey man, some low level nickel and dime street nigga. Like, he had the streets buzzing, nigga.
Like Alpo.
First one with 2 for 5.
First one with a 2 for 5. 2 for 5 shouted.
You remember that movie, A Man Apart?
Huh?
Remember that movie, A Man Apart?
Uh-uh.
Vin Diesel, Lawrence Tate. They run a couple DEA
Oh yeah?
agents. There was a scene in the movie where he was basically saying that shit to a nigga they found hiding in the attic. He was like, oh, you think you moving weight and shit, right? He said, because you move a key here and there. He said the real niggas that move that shit move metric tons of that shit.
Yeah, man. Come on, man.
JP Morgan.
JP Morgan. JP Morgan is, man.
That's the trap house.
Dope boy.
That's a JP Morgan is the equivalent of when you watch them old nigga movies, drug dealing movies, and they have a bunch of nigga women with their titties out, counting cash.
Yeah.
That's what Chase is. Didn't they just get caught with basically being a part of sex trafficking?
Yep.
You niggas are caught in sex trafficking,
Drug
but then you charging me a late fee.
Y'all niggas is the real gangsters.
You charging me an overdraft fee. You gotta be fucking kidding me. Read it again, Habakkuk.
Satisfied.
You can't be satisfied, man. Your desire is as hell, man.
Right.
Look, even when, like, let's say for instance you get evicted, right? You ain't got nowhere to go. You're homeless. You got to figure out where you gonna go. This nigga still not only kick you out the house, now you still got to pay what you owe. You know what I'm saying? It's like, here it is. You got 5 kids. You living in the car.
They don't give a fuck
These
about
niggas
none of
do
that.
not care, man.
Bro, that's why I said, man, the other day I was meditating on that. I can't, bro. Esau, man, we gonna be so creative. And the kingdom of heaven are putting hell on you. I'm setting up the other day I was like, man, I'm setting up all these institutions in the kingdom of heaven, man. In my kingdom, it's gonna be a hospital. It's gonna be a jail. It's gonna be a courthouse. It's gonna be a DMV. Social workers. I'm telling you, I'm recreating all that shit, man. When you create your baby, you gotta pay for that shit.
Right.
Yeah, so how you gonna pay for your? So you got a beautiful baby girl. Oh, okay. Okay. Your social security slave number will be ready in 2 weeks.
Quick boy.
Go ahead with it.
This is
I
Isaiah
can't
30,
wait.
Isaiah 33 and 18.
Mm-hmm.
Thine heart
Yep.
shall meditate terror. Where is the scribe? Where is the receiver? Where is he that counted the tower?
Yeah, see, sometimes that terror be the bad that may come on us in the times to come. But then sometimes you be in the spirit of thinking the bad you're gonna bring on they fucking ass. Okay? It said meditate upon evil, right? When you think about evil, that word evil goes into bad times, ill times. And I can't wait to bring ill times to Esau, man.
Yeah, because you brought the ill times to us.
You don't give a fuck, man. Like you said, you're right. You be on your, you look for the person that's on their ass to kick.
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry, your credit's not too high. You're gonna have to put an additional $600 down. The fuck you mean?
This man's the devil.
Then you be rich. These rich crackers, which they've proven time and time again. These crackers don't even pay the same utilities as us. They water bill be different. They electrical charge be different. Everything be different. They save money on accident. We have to spend extra money on accident. So I can't wait until the tables is turned. Matter of fact, any more that Habakkuk?
Want me to read it?
No. If not, go to the next one. Deuteronomy 28 and I want to say about 16. Where her shall I be in the storehouse? We're gonna go back to that second Ezra.
It's like
It's,
round
Yeah, it's like one of the first curses.
Deuteronomy 28 and verse 16. It says, "Cursed shalt thou be in the city, and cursed shalt thou be in the field."
Now, matter of fact, real quick, jump over to verse chapter 30 and 7. Because these curses, these curses is being lifted on us. We're not really, our nation is still under the curses because we're still in this predicament.
Domestic violence.
But, it's like, but through the Spirit, we're service bought by Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai.
Yeah.
We're dealing with different pains. This is not just with curses. It's the curses per se, yes, because we're in this predicament. But overall, the Lord is trying us to build us up.
Right.
These curses is falling on your ass, Esau. So you go ahead with that in Deuteronomy 37.
I can start up. A
Yeah,
verse.
you got it, brother. Wherever it's
This is
spirit
Deuteronomy chapter 30 and verse 6. That you going right into it too. It says, "And the Lord Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai, thy power will circumcise thine heart and the heart of thy seed, to love the Lord Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai, thy power."
And that's what's happening to us. You know, before you was in this walk, you know, if you said you loved the Lord, it was in vain. You didn't have a relationship with the Lord to begin to say that you love him.
You didn't have a religion.
You didn't have a religion, as the brother said. You know, you were out here in, as the scriptures say, gross darkness. So once the Lord circumcised our ears and our heart and gave us the ability to serve him, we're now in the spirit of being better. That's why I say really technically these curses are falling off of us. We're now suffering because Esau, you're the head dude and you're cursed.
Right.
You ever work? One thing I learned with working with somebody is you can't work for a man whose money's more fucked up than yours. You can't, cause how he gonna pay you with his money fucked up, right? That's us here now. Every day we go to work, we're just doing it in good faith that this nigga gonna pay us at the end of the week.
Nigga better pay us at the end of the week.
Tell me I'm lying. He's borrowing money here and there to pay us. Cause he don't want to look like I was telling my rib earlier. These jobs, they don't care about you taking time off. Well, you don't want to be there? Cool. See you tomorrow. Because that looks way better. You taking your own time off versus me telling you, yeah, don't come in the next 3 days. We don't need you. Like, what the fuck? I need my money. You be hot then, right?
Right.
It's easier for you to say, they be like, okay, cool, go ahead.
Yeah, I was telling you about that.
I know that I was talking about that earlier too.
Job like, man.
Because we
man.
working for a man that got his money's fucked up, man. His money ain't right. All right, keep going with that.
Looks good on the surface.
Oh yeah, it's all deceit. People believe in this devil. They're so used to believing that the so-called white man is rich and got it, and he always gonna figure it out, and he's always making money, so my money's always good. No, one day, very soon, very, very soon, we're gonna go to that James the 5th chapter. You niggas and you crackers and all you people, you're gonna go to your bank account, and if it was $100 there, it ain't gonna be there.
Go.
If you had $3,000 there, that shit ain't gonna be there.
It already happened with that one bank. I forgot the name of it.
It was
Ran by the women.
SVB or something like that. Was it SVB or something of that nature?
Something like that.
It was out there in Silicon Valley.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, Silicon Valley Bank,
Yeah.
SVB.
Yeah.
SVB, yeah.
You know,
Silicon Valley Bank.
one day it's gonna happen to a lot of you people. You're not gonna be able to get your money. You're not gonna be able to get these things.
Yeah, all that savings.
Yeah, your 401k.
Even you put that video in the group, and it was showing the difference between, or it was talking about depression times, like the 30s,
Oh, yeah.
versus now, and we're actually
Come on,
like in a
man.
worse situation.
Yeah, we're in a worse
And
situation
so,
than the Great Depression.
Why wouldn't you think it would happen?
Right.
Last week you went into unemployed and underemployed. I actually just recently did a lesson. I found an article.
Done.
It says unemployed and underemployed are the main causes of people turning their TVs off now.
Yeah. Like, unaliving themselves.
You know,
You can't say that S word.
remote control.
Damn.
Power
Noodles on the street. Hey, because that's why I said that curses.
Noodles on the street.
Go on TikTok. See, you can't gauge this shit on niggas. You cannot gauge what America is doing based off of the seriousness of niggas.
Follow the rich white man.
Follow how these white people are acting.
Yeah, boy.
They are on TikTok. Man, I make. And they be. I think I sent another video to brothers. This dude Edomite was like, "Yeah, man, I make $47 an hour, and I'm struggling through." Like, God
Well,
damn.
you know what? I gotta say something too.
Damn, that's like
White people poor,
150 a year, right?
Yeah.
well off. Oh, Edomite living check to check is a lot different from Jake
Yeah.
living check to check. Now, when we say we broke as fuck, we literally living check to check. Like, get the check, and shit gone the same day.
Right.
Yeah.
Edomite say he poor. He can't go out to get some fancy dinner tonight. Or he can't buy no stocks.
Or
Yeah.
they have.
Still has a bunch of assets.
You know what? I won't, because these curses is going on Esau. They are struggling, but I will say they have other lifelines.
Right.
Yeah.
Edomite will have, like, he probably got a $20,000 credit card.
Right. I don't.
We don't even got $500 credit cards.
Hey, look.
I was about to say we know.
Listen. We don't even get those type of offers in the mail.
What the fuck?
And our social security number lets American Express and these different companies know, oh, that's a nigga.
Yo,
That social security number, let it be known. Like, yeah,
that nigga ain't gonna get that off.
that's a nigga. Nigga. Give him an unsecured line, credit line of
$500.
$250, and he gotta put the $250 in the account.
Right.
And he gotta put a deposit down.
Whereas these crackers, they just be white. It's a $25,000 credit card. So they be living off of credit. But that don't mean that ain't no struggle. That's pressure.
Yeah.
Okay? So keep going with that.
Now I was just making the point.
Oh, that's like, yeah.
Because they're like, for instance, I had a chick I used to work with, Edomite. She be like, "Man, I'm living check to check, but you planning a fucking wedding right now? Get the fuck out of here! Like, you ain't broke like me."
Because see, they're so used to, you know what? When an Edomite gets down to, see, these Edomites get checks they get $7,500 monthly checks. Right? So their check to check is different because of the simple fact, like we just said, that storehouse. Esau be having so much extra shit that when it's like, hold on,
Right.
life is about the extras. What do niggas say? Niggas be like, yeah, fucking up the extras. That's really it. These are all Edomite mind frames.
Yeah.
That's where they get that thought process from. Esau don't live on the now. Esau is living off the extras, residuals, and all that extra shit, right? You got something?
I got something.
Bring it out.
Jeremiah 50 and 25, the point is in 26.
Okay.
But it's going with the savings, the storehouses, all this extra. And it says, "The Lord Yahweh hath opened his armory and hath brought forth the weapons of his indignation. For this is the work of the Lord, power of hosts, in the land of the Chaldeans." And so here's the point here. "Come against her from the utmost border, open her storehouses, cast her up as heaps, and destroy her utterly. Let nothing of her be left."
Yeah, I'm telling you, man, we're probably now, because Esau's storehouses is through, man, we probably, when you go to the store and you get your Heinz ketchup, man, that shit was probably made in 2013, man. Tell me I'm lying. That's why Esau be having to make these forever chemicals. What's that shit he's spraying on the fruit now to make it forever? Whereas I think I saw typical avocado go bad in a few days or a week. Now they spraying this shit on these fruits. Increase the shelf life for 80, 90 days. Why? Because he don't got the extras no more. Ain't no extras.
It's crazy how he makes something that's so simple complicated. Why you have to? As simple as planting a seed. Now you gotta spray this shit to make it last when you could just plant a seed and get it in abundance.
Because
we need a new ruler, man.
Yeah, because he's a man that lacks faith. So therefore, being that he lacks faith, he's always thinking about he's as Habakkuk was saying. See, for us, we be like, man, we straight. We got
See, that's why we got it written in the law. Like with the grapes, Esau ain't leaving shit on the vine for no grapes for nobody.
And Esau own these apple trees that have an apple farm. He gonna put that goddamn little belt on the bottom of the tree.
He making sure he getting every
He's
apple.
shaking every apple out that tree because he's greedy
Cannot be satisfied.
and he's
man.
without faith. See, faith is us. We don't got no, like we said years ago, if you think you're going to join GMS and join a preppers club, like we got some storehouse with 80 pounds of rice, you know, we got 1,000 cans of peaches and shit. You're wrong. We don't got shit. Whereas Esau, on the other hand, he's got tens of thousands of, I just said the cheese. Just the cheese alone. He's got millions of pounds of cheese under the earth. What else he got millions of pounds of? Okay? Where are we at? Yeah, keep going with that.
I'm gonna get to the point.
Yes, sir.
Deuteronomy 30:7. And the Lord, Yahweh Shai, thy power will put all these curses upon thine enemies and on them that hate thee, which persecuted thee.
Yeah, see, we've already come to grips. Now you can go back to Deuteronomy 28. We've already come to grips with our curses. That's why we just, man, whatever, man.
We living it.
We live in it. But you're now experiencing it. So we're suffering. Hey, you know, you got to differentiate. You be like, damn, it's these curses, man. My money fucked up. And I can't keep nothing in the house because of it might not be technically your fault, brother. We live under a cursed king now. This land's cursed.
Yeah.
It's through. He was doing this shit when he was at his strength, and there was all kind of extras out here. You know, you get good deals. Ain't no deals out here. Hell no. I seen the other day, you know, you had Prime, right?
Yeah. Prime.
You know,
Prime Day.
Amazon Prime Day.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
11 and the 12 Prime Day.
Yeah, Prime Day.
Yeah.
What we been saying? Best Buy was holding Black Friday deals in July. Think about what we're saying here. They can't sit on this product. They gotta sell this shit. That's what you do when you got that pressure on you. They trying to get you to buy any way you possibly can because niggas ain't buying. They don't got nothing to buy with. So they doing Black Friday sales. Niggas already, like I said, they already trying to put you in that Halloween, fall, Christmas. Man, fuck, the summer's over with.
Yeah, basically.
Okay? They gonna start putting jack-o'-lanterns and shit out here soon.
Oh yeah, they got already school supplies.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Wait.
They going back to
We gonna see,
school,
we gonna watch. Watch, brothers.
Yeah, it did.
Watch. Very, very soon, you're gonna start seeing jack-o'-lanterns. Go to your home. One day, one of us is gonna have to get something out of Home Depot or Lowe's.
I'll be there soon.
Very soon, you're gonna have to go get something. I gotta go get some, paint. They gonna have a whole scary. Ooh. Like, goddamn, it's August.
Right.
They gotta get you people in the speed of that holiday fall time spending money spirit.
Labor Day, it's gonna be Christmas discounts.
Right.
Already on my TV, they're already Christmas in July. They showing movies and shit. Because why? That's another point. The actor strike.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
And we about to be watching old Martin sitcoms and shit, man. Ain't gonna be nothing new in a minute. Okay, you keep going with the precept.
Deuteronomy 28:17. Cursed shall be thy basket and thy store.
Yeah, these banks are cursed, man. Cursed. Bank of America just got fined $250 million because they were opening up credit lines in people's names that didn't authorize that. What does that sound like to you? That's some scamming shit.
Right.
But see, Esau love to put, it's this one nigga, I don't know his name, I can't remember his name. Light-skinned dude, he got a twist. Bro, he got a video, man, he just break it down basically how to scam.
Scam.
Yeah.
The car thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that.
You seen that?
Yeah, they was like in the comments, they was like the FBI is already.
Oh, man.
They was tearing his ass up.
Man, if he ain't, the shit like that show you he gotta be the fence. But he's breaking it down, and you listen to the song, he's like, first you gotta do this, and then when you do that, he's breaking down the whole fucking scam thing. But then they'll paint that as the face of scamming.
And he had the white boy do the interview.
No, niggas is scam likely.
Yes. Like
Esau is scam definitely.
Right. Yeah.
Niggas is scam likely. You get that call, be like, damn, it could be a scam. Niggas, Esau is the scam. Okay, these 20 quarter. We just talked about JP Morgan and Bank of America. Those Those are the two big. It ain't really any banks bigger than that. You gonna say Truist? There's not really any other banks bigger than those. So if they're doing this type of stuff, that shows you what time it is with them, okay? So their storehouses is cursed. You think if they were just making money off of us like they were 30, 40, 50 years ago, they wouldn't, although they always was doing what they're doing, but now they're in a desperation. They're moving more drugs. And they're moving more people. These hotels, these hotels are getting exposed for sex trafficking and tunnels and all this shit.
Yep.
Come on, man.
People doing the videos when they sticking the rod under the door to open the doorknob.
Come on, man.
That movie just came out too with Jim Caviezel, and they're exposing or who knows what it really is, but
isn't that why Hollywood's mad? People are mad behind that movie, right?
yeah, or like all the trafficking that's going on. That's what he's pretty much showing.
Oh,
he's the guy who played. Oh,
go ahead, bro.
He's the guy who played
Jesus.
in The Passion. He was, you know,
Got struck by lightning twice.
yeah.
Some roads be too big for your britches.
Yeah. Oh, okay. That was his movie.
Yeah, keep on.
Deuteronomy 28 and 18. Cursed shall be the fruit of thy body.
Oh man, these Edomite women are going through it with children. They're barely able to produce, mental illnesses. Your children are against you. Okay? Oh, we just got the cue to wrap up. All right. Hey, well, finish that. We'll close it. We're gonna work through this second Ezra, man. I mean, sometimes you just chapter breakdown. So we only got one verse today. That's how the Spirit wanted it. You know, we went with the broke down. People who's watching should have a better understanding of what a viticle is.
Yeah, certain words we went into.
What certain words that we went into. What other words did we go into?
So just over the weeks, you should know what unemployment, underemployment, liquidation, hyperinflation, victuals. You should know these things.
You should know these words, man. You should know what they actually mean on a deeper level of how it affects you individually, your family.
You even went into credit.
Yeah, we went into credit. Yeah, so we've really been over these last several weeks, been really holding some heavy duty economic courses.
Yeah, it's really life. Really, you know, man. Shoot, I'm listening too. Call all y'all about Shimi Al-Shai. You going through this, but yeah, man, just how to keep your finances going in a downturning economy.
Yeah, man. Cause see, when it come down to it, man, this devil his system is failing.
Right.
So you gotta understand you should be able to see things that let you know that this shit is failing. You don't want to be like these old farts out here. I'm gonna put my own father-in-law on blast here. He was like, "Oh, the car market will never crash."
What?
And that's that old man and woman thought process towards something. You know that boomer.
This motherfucker ain't looked at the used car market.
Oh, the car economy will never crash.
That's
the U.S. dollar will never fail. Never.
Right.
It's the strongest currency in the world.
That failed me for the last 32 years.
Don't hold your breath. Okay? So, hey, yeah, we've been going through it, man. So we got to witness that Esau's economy. Matter of fact, we're going to close on this. Give me Ecclesiastes 12 and, 3 and 4? Yeah, we'll close on that because, hey, man, like in anything, man, when the FBI, they do their cases and they're trying to have a RICO charge or something like that, you follow the money.
Right.
See, we're bringing charges up on Esau, but now we're in the depths of it. We're not just trying to get you charged for intent to sell.
Yeah.
We want to get you on we want to run them charges up. So we getting the money involved because we want to see. Hey, hold on, we're gonna go through these quick. Go to Job 27, I believe. Though he heapeth unto him riches. Get that. Go ahead with what you got, and we're gonna close up after these.
It's Ecclesiastes chapter 12 and verse 3. In the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease because they are few.
Yeah, the grinding is ceasing out here, man. That's part of that economy. You should be able to see We should be able to just see the new money out here, see the new creations of businesses, see people elevated. You should see it, but you don't, because it's not happening. Okay? It's not by coincidence that Best Buy is holding Black Friday specials in fucking July. There was a time where they was like, hey man, shit, we be straight. This Thursday, this Black Friday, once a year, from fucking 6 in the morning to noon, we be straight. Clear out our products, make some good money, get us through the fiscal, straight. Niggas don't want toasters no more.
Right.
Nigga, we got 8 flat screens in our homes as it is. We don't need no more flat screens.
Flat screened out.
We flat screened out, okay? I keep going.
It says, those that look out of the windows be darkened.
Yeah, closed, nigga. Go in your local mall. Go to the mall sometimes, brothers.
Those times.
Go to a mall. Go to a mall. Now, I'm not talking about Lenox or Phipps or Perimeter.
See, they closed off for them.
North Lake.
Go to North Lake.
That place mall closed.
Let's go to South DeKalb and see what you see.
It been done.
Ain't shit in these malls, man.
That
You're
was
gonna see
big.
more closed down, cheap nigga woman clothes stores, Habibi jewelry stores. That's all it be. When the mall got that cheap nigga woman clothes and Habibi jewelry sales, the mall is through.
Yeah.
It's already done. Rompers and all that thought clothes,
Yeah.
thick mannequins.
Right.
The mannequins is thick, you know it's a poor mall.
Yo, man. Yo,
See, we can say this because we study life. Okay?
Damn.
Tell me I'm lying. All right?
Verse 4.
Yeah, the thickness of the mannequin
Streets, when the sound of the grinding is low, he shall rise up at the voice of the bird, and all the daughters of music should be brought low.
You already see that, man. Music is done.
Finito.
Entertainment is done. Man, by the time that we hit it to 2024, man, get ready to watch classics and listen to old music.
Yeah.
Get back in the mood of watching the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the old one. Vanilla Ice and shit. Ain't no more new shit coming out. Now go to that and we're gonna close on that.
This is Job 27, verses 16 and 17.
Yeah, because like I was saying, we got charges against you, boy.
Yeah, boy.
But see, when dope boys, they try to hide their money and assets, put the car in my mama name. Nah, we following the money, nigga. Cause we seizing all your assets, nigga. You love to take a nigga assets.
Right.
Yeah, you got a RICO charge. You can't use your assets to get a lawyer. Look at Thug look at Thug right now in jail. Through. We're gonna do the same thing to you.
Yeah, him and Gunner.
Yeah, keep going.
Job 27 and 16, it says, though he heap up silver as the dust,
Yeah.
and prepare raiment as the clay.
Yeah, you got all of it. Go ahead.
Verse 17, he may prepare it, but the just shall put it on.
Oh yeah, because we're gonna seize all them assets. Government seized assets.
Who's gonna be the ruling government?
And we're gonna be the ruling government. So we about to seize all your shit, man.
Yeah, nigger.
All right? Hey, so with that, we want to give all the glory and honor to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash.
and double honors to the apostles and elders. Shalom.
Shalom.
Shalom.